We would like to take a moment here at Redline Radio to thank all of our wonderful sponsors. Detroit Auto Parts is not only the official part store of Redline Radio, but it is also home of our original studio. They have two convenient locations on the east side. You can call 216-531-7373, or on the west side, you can give a call at 216-398-7373. And as always, if you mention Redline Radio, receive 10% off your parts purchase. Growing Wings Adult Services continues to be an official sponsor of Studio Number 2 and Redline Radio. With over 7 years of experience of taking care of adults with disabilities in the Northern Ohio area, you can reach out to Lisa at 234-334-7547 today to see how Growing Wings Adult Services can help you and your family. And as testified by their many satisfied companies, Dynatech's diamond saw blades are the fastest cutting and longest lasting. Customer satisfaction is how Dynatech measures success, and their engineers are always available to help you troubleshoot and solve a problem on your job site. Dynatech is the only saw blade company recommended by the pavement marking manufacturing industry, and they're located in Elyria, Ohio. Dynatech is committed to being the top diamond saw blade company around the world. We stand behind our products, and with a warranty and customer service that keeps our customers satisfied and earns us the ranking of best in the industry. You can contact Dynatech today at 800-446-9001, or you can email them at sales@dynatech.com or visit their website, Dynatech.com. Pit Road Diecast, specializing in all current and past NASCAR diecast cars and model car kits. And you know what? It's not just diecast model car kits. Oh, no. They have movie cars, too. You could just ask Bill about that. But for all your diecast or model car kit needs, you can call Dynatech at 216-355-2347 and mention Redline Radio and get 10% off your in-store purchase. And, of course, always keep Sean from Pit Road Diecast in your thoughts, prayers, or however you want to keep her in your mind, as she is currently battling cancer. We say it on every show. You hear it. Incredible Keepsakes is the official merchandise provider of all things Red Line Radio and our show hosts. T-shirts, cups, binders, keychains, hats, mouse pads, lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my, you name it, and Incredible Keepsakes can make it and customize it for you. You can call 440-242-9648 or go to their website, IncredibleKeepsakes.com. And as Mike and Diane always say, cherished moments are made to last forever. Got a little storm damage from all those storms we had a couple weeks ago? Well, you know who to call, and it ain't Ghostbusters. It's Wiggins Construction and Home Improvement. Bathrooms, kitchens, windows, doors, sidings, lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my, are you catching a pattern here, people? Residential or commercial, you can call Will today, 440-731-7654, and you tell Will that Redline Radio sent you. Congratulations to Chad Moon for being nominated as the best male frontman in Northeast Ohio in the Cleveland Music Awards this past week. But Bad Juju is the official band of Redline Radio, covering all of your favorites from the 80s and 90s. To book Bad Juju today, you contact the one and only Chad Moon, and you can do that at 440-458-0209.
Hey, man, what happened to you?
Look, let me tell you, I crashed my bike, my arms was dragged and mangled and was torn right off.
Holy smokes, what are you going to do now?
Well, luckily, I have the Get Hurt, Get Paid program from American Income Life.
Oh, yeah, why is that?
Well, I was in a hospital for 5 days and they paid me for every day I was there. $600. I got a lump sum check for $3,000 for my lost wages and another check for the loss of my arm. $30,000.
Wow, man. I've never heard of American Income Life.
That's because they're a union benefits company that's now available for everyone. They have income protection for lost wages, mortgage protection, a college education program that I got my son for $100,000, a life insurance plan that if I die in a Lyft, Uber, train, plane, or any other motor carrier, my family is protected financially for up to $300,000. And that's not including the term of a whole life insurance, plus so many other plans to financially secure your family's future. In fact, all my kids are guaranteed insurable for life, no matter what happens in their future. Whether they develop cancer, start smoking, get arrested, or become critically ill.
Wow, they have cancer protection too?
They got cancer protection, whether you get cancer or you don't get cancer. They pay you either way.
That's amazing. How do I get in on that?
Just call my boy GT at AIL at 330-441-2589 or Cindy at 330-416-8264.
For sure, bro. What was that number again?
That's GT at 330-441-2589 and Cindy at 330-416-8264. Make sure you leave a message because if they don't hear from you, then they can't help you.
That's right. I'm going to call right now.
It's a dog, it's a dog, it's a dog. It's a doggy dog world. Just cool. It's a doggy dog. What you gonna do? You got the key. Yeah. It's your world. Just a dog.
Showtime, go time. Welcome back, everybody. Yes, yes, people. We back. Indeed, indeed. Welcome back.
I just said my water.
This is the day of October 21st, 2023.
Happy Sweetest Day.
Happy Sweetest Day.
happy
And the TMI show on Redline Radio is the place to be. And I'm joined by the illest, livest, raw squad in all of America. Parts of the universe, like 25% of the universe, because we ain't see the other parts yet. At least half of Paris,
I ain't seen no stuff.
95% of China, and 100% of America. We are the number one radio podcast show. It's all scientific facts, people.
Okay, I'm sorry, because that's over my head.
And this is the Lava Squad, the Cleveland Outlaws, everybody. And I am King Pajo Pablo. Joined by King De Leon. Joined by Queen Selena Figueroa. Joined by Queen Leah. Joined by Queen Steph. Joined by King, not one, not three, not four, but a couple of buck twos. My man Timbuktu.
Yeah.
Indeed, King Timbuktu. Shout out my man King Slick Nick. He out there doing his thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Queen Lisa Jai, shout out, big shout out. King Uncle Rags,
Hey.
shout out, love you, man. And all of our kings and queens and all of our fans out there, listeners and watchers, welcome back to the TMI show on Redline Radio. Today, I got a brother in the building. I brought another king. He's a king behind the silver screen. I just made that up, by the way. My man, you gotta watch out for this guy. I'm gonna tell you something. Because it ain't about the clothes, it ain't about the style when you hear his name Versace. It's about the eye behind that lens and the beauty that he brings on that screen. You dig? Carrying that round again. I can't help this. But my man, Vitaly Versace, everybody. Emmy award-winning. Hold on, time out. I ain't done. Emmy award-winning director, Nominee. I'm sorry, you won in my book, so that's all that matters.
You already won.
Because getting nominated is a victory, man.
Yep.
You did, and as far as I'm concerned, you won. And I'm gonna holler at them people, the voters from that year. I'm gonna come to their house.
Brandon, we'll make a great project together and we'll actually win. So
there we go.
There's a team.
So. As a team, my brother, man.
The reason I didn't win it, I didn't have you on the team on that project. So.
Man, that's true.
We gonna call the people that got Bush in there.
The reason why I ain't won that yet, because I ain't, man, we ain't really put those genius minds together, man. And we worked together for about a year. And it was really dope. We was able to really bond as brothers. I learned a lot from this guy as a creative, and I had to scour the social media world of Instagram, and finally linked up with you, man, because I got a new phone. I ain't had your number, and we linked up. We had Starbucks, and it was just like we never left. And I have this radio show with this beautiful team. This is a great dude, man, great brother of mine, you know, and I'm blessed to work with him, and I'm blessed to have him on my show.
Thank you, man. This is I worked on over 100 films, man. This film you made me feel like family, man. Even it was close to 100 people on the set every day almost. Man, everybody was so cool. Like I enjoy everything.
You are family, man. And we are family, brother.
Man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
But it's from another mother.
Indeed. Definitely. And you got more hair than me, so that's what's up. That's what's up. So today, people, now we came in with the good positive vibes. We got my man Vitaly Versace in the building. Positive vibes all around. But on Sweetest Day, we have to dive into the psyche of humans in the darkest areas. Because guess what? They ain't find shit. Because we're talking unsolved murders, cold cases. Apparently, we didn't have the licensing for that music. Thank you, Dilly.
Yeah, we ain't had that.
We ain't had it. All right. But yeah, we were talking.
You got our hopes up.
You can put that psycho scene from the sound.
Shout out Norman Bates. You feel me? Indeed. And so, yeah, we're talking cold cases. We're talking unsolved murders, unsolved mysteries. I remember that show as a kid. How many people remember? Am I telling my age with unsolved mysteries?
Because there was like only one thing that was on TV back then.
Right.
So if you weren't watching it, what were you doing?
What were you doing?
If you weren't watching
that show used to scare the hell out of me, though. Unsolved mysteries, right? And that dude come through with the music, and he walked through the fog with that voice.
Yeah, see,
even you can be an unsolved mystery. Like, dude, like, why me? Like, what you mean, even me, bro? You don't even know me like that, bro. I'm 5 years old, dude. Like,
we got two only 30-year-olds, and the rest are a little more seasoned.
Yeah, I don't know. What you're
not
old,
old,
because I'm 28.
Not old.
And I just turned 21 on Tuesday.
Period. Happy birthday, girl.
I just turned 27, man. I don't know what you're talking
about.
Bro, I'm clearly 23 years old right now.
These two. Now I feel bad because I don't date younger than me, and I don't like nothing younger than me. So now y'all make me feel bad for being.
But you're married, so it's okay.
But I'm still a man.
He didn't say marry.
Right.
He said date.
Date. Exactly.
Date.
Yeah, you heard?
You heard? Like there's dates like the 21st, the 22nd, the 3rd, the 4th, like those kind of dates.
You feel me?
You feel me?
That
Dates
part.
like the opposite of grapes, what you eat in the morning. Like
I'm trying to 22nd, y'all.
You feel me? Come on, man. I'm already with you, bro. I'm already with you.
Y'all know that's Side Piece Day right now.
Yeah. I literally just saved you from being a cold case.
Period.
So let's get right into it, people. Let's get right into it. Cold cases. My question is. I know, right? I'm not a pirate. Well, my question is now. First of all, let's ask. I want to ask everybody a question. How many percentages of murders in the United States you think goes unsolved? What percentage? Out of 100%, what is the percent of murders that
30.
goes unsolved?
I would say 30.
30%. I'm 30%. We at 30. I'm taking 30% on the road. I got a 30% over there.
I say 87. Yeah.
87%?
Almost
Ooh, 87. 67%. All right.
I was thinking
70, 95% of murders in the whole country.
Yep.
We come from the hood, so I would say about
100.
80
No, I'm
something.
just-
At least
About 80 something, about
Be
80%.
Actually,
Yeah.
we come from Cleveland. You want to say 99.9.
Something's wrong with your police department. If it's 100%, then
You tell
they don't
them-
do their
Right.
job.
Yeah.
Oh, their job is to not solve.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's like we're doing our jobs.
They pay for the investigation, not the
Get off our
solving.
backs. Look at our record, for God's sake.
Get on your back.
No, but the number, Versace, you were the closest. 40%. They say 40% of the murders in the United States goes unsolved. Now, while we're that's still a lot of murders.
It
That means out of 100 people that gets murdered, 40 people ain't gonna get their murder solved.
Damn.
That's a lot. That's still a high number.
And that's 40% of the murders that they know about.
Exactly.
Right,
But now
right.
here's the thing. Now that and it varies from city to city because you go to a place like New Orleans, that number is way higher. You know what I mean? You go to a place like Tennessee, it all depends on where you go. You go to California, that number is way higher.
That's average. So
Yeah, exactly. So the question that came to me in the midst of us even coming up with the topic for today's show is, why do so many murders go unsolved? Is it an overworked police force? Is it the efficiency of the killer? Is it the fact that people just don't give a damn? Is it the fact that, it's just so many of them, they haven't been able to catch up with the numbers? Is it lack of evidence? Is it technology that has allowed forensic testing to take place in different areas scientifically to solve murders now than they had, say, 15, 20, 30, 40 years ago?
like Tupac, they just arrested the guy who killed Tupac, right?
Yeah, the dude and a little stupidity. And him not understanding his paperwork when he was like, yo, you're only good for today only, bro. You can't go around and talk about this.
Realize you on flag.
Because you can go and murder someone and still 25, 30 years later still go to jail for that.
Biggest murder hasn't been solved yet.
No
Hey, Brendan,
This is all
statute
I
of
have to do.
limitations on
Yes, sir.
murder or
There's no
fraud.
statute.
So the reason I said 30%, you got to add to this another thing. The reason
What's
I
that?
said
Let's do some
30%
math.
is because another 30 is like on death row. There's 30% who are innocent, right? So
Ah,
if you add to that 30%, the innocent people, they think they solved, but that actually it's not solved.
exactly.
That number
Because
goes
that-
up because cops pin.
That was
So
good.
now we are at
That was real
50,
good.
probably
Yeah,
45,
really.
because if you give that 30% that are innocent sitting there because they're poor, don't have money for a lawyer, but they still end up in jail, I mean, that add up to the one unsolved because technically it's not solved. It's just an innocent person sitting in jail. The real killer is somewhere around,
Case closed. Not solved.
It could
Wow.
be you.
Looking around and
Hey, there's some
What
cat
could
sitting in
be
jail
you?
right now, like, hey, brother, you spitting, bro. Like, bro, I did not, like, yeah.
Somebody get me on the phone with Versace.
So now when it comes down to it, right, human instinct, why are we killers in that fashion? You got, like, are people just snapping? We have more murders now than before, Are people just snapping? Is it just more snappability in today's climate? Or you just liable to just
I think right now, the increase is due to because it's a lot with mental health, like that's,
Absolutely.
and
I
when
agree.
COVID hit us the way it hit us, it made us lose it. And I'm not gonna say us.
Even
'cause I ain't ready to
crazier.
kill nobody, but it made people lose it because that's when the crime, all of that increased even more. So
I agree with you 100%. But on the top of that, we don't have anybody who can show us a good example. Like for example, if the government can bomb a Palestine and kill so many people,
facts.
what do you want from regular people, right?
Right.
How many
That's
how many
facts.
innocent people just die from the hands of the police force, army, military, all this shit that is supposed to protect you?
But then, I wonder, do they count those as
Collateral
murders?
damage. No.
because they
I don't
just
think
bombed
they
the
count it
I don't
as
think they count it as
murders.
murders.
No,
Like,
they
it's
count
crazy,
that
right?
as a line of duty.
because
Yeah.
they just bombed a whole convoy of women and children. over
Exactly.
there.
The whole hospital,
The whole
500
hospital.
people. So
Right.
if a
Babies.
government can do it, the regular person's like,
Right.
shit, why
And they
not?
feel like
Why
they're
can't I do
justified.
it?
Like,
Yeah.
like
Exactly.
it's crazy. And that's the sad part about it, from top to bottom. But then those same people want to enforce laws of don't you murder nobody, but we're gonna murder people because we had an argument and we couldn't work it out, and it's okay for us to murder these people. But don't you dare have an argument and disagree. Don't you? In some places, you can't defend yourself. And they're going to put you in jail for murder. And it's weird. Now, you have that, and then you have the unsolved sides where you have, families, parents, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers that haven't had closure
Dogs and all that.
for the loss of life. You know, say well, no.
Chickens, dogs, ducks, and all that in between. Man, they
Rabbits.
Well, we're about to have cheese pizza during our commercial break, so we're breaking.
That's somebody's pig, man, in there and that.
No,
Pepperoni.
just cheese, no
somebody's
pepperoni,
pig.
no pepperoni, man.
Yeah,
A cow just got milked for that.
We're not
That's
getting
it.
nobody's pig on this
Wow.
TMI show. Nobody's here.
Hey, I
eating pig.
watched a good movie called Changing Lanes. It's a Clint Eastwood directed. It's Angelina Jolie in it, and it's about this lady who lost her son in 1920s, and for 80 until she died,
Right.
she had no closure. She waited for the son to arrive. I don't know if you ever guys see this movie, but this one
That's
one
sad.
of the amazing movies, and it
just thinking about it.
yeah, it's very good.
I couldn't imagine, you know, like that young man. He's on the Cleveland Remembrance page,
Right.
Keyshawn, who
Oh,
went
yeah.
to a
Oh,
party
right.
and then never came back home.
Right.
Like as a parent, as a mother, as a person who cares, I would not have any closure
That is like the
behind
worst
something
nightmare.
like that because you don't know. Like, is he gone?
Yeah.
Is he out here? Is he suffering?
Look-
is he hurting?
Look
you
at
know?
the Castro people, right? Those three in the basement. If people would have closure in 5, 6, 7 years, they would give up. But
Yeah.
look, 10 years later, boom,
They
they're
still-
alive.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
thank
yeah.
God they're alive. But
Yeah.
it happens.
Now,
Never
That-
be the same though.
the
Not at
one
all.
case that really kind of hit home for me was the young man that down there in Georgia rolled up in a mat.
Mm. And they said that it was nobody's fault. They said it was an accident.
Which one are you talking
No,
about?
I got and I'm
Are we
looking up.
talking about the
How
one
you
where
end up
his
rolled up
organs
in
Yeah,
were
and
removed?
And
he
his
was
organs
stuffed.
were
He,
removed.
and he was not only his organs was it was also he was restuffed with newspaper.
Oh my God. You're talking
And-
serial shit like crazy.
Yeah.
No. It
Organs-
happened in a
organs-
school.
In the
organ
school.
organs.
He disappeared on the inside of a school, and they found him rolled up on the inside of a gym mat.
With his
And they
organs
and they
removed.
qualified and they literally said it was an accident. The coroner
Mhm.
listed it as an accident, but then the family had an additional autopsy done, and they classified it as a homicide. Now nobody was ever charged in this, but the suspects in that were sheriffs of that town's son, and the FBI covered it up, and the sheriffs covered it up, and the cops covered it up, and they still got it listed as an accidental death. But yet all his organs was removed. Organs removed, people.
What type of accident?
Accidental.
That's,
that?
yeah, that's not
That's
accidentally.
a murder.
Oh, I accidentally cut out your stomach. Damn, my bad.
Can you cut out mine?
I mean, that's terrible, man.
That's a different show, man. Nothing.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
a whole
Oh,
other
man.
body if we cut yours out.
Hey, if you get up and start walking, they ain't got nothing to do with me.
Oh man.
But before the end of the show, if any of one of our, because I mean, I hate the fact that his name escapes me because I really, that case really touched me. Like I'll be having so much things on my head, I'll be forgetting names. But if anybody knows about the case, or even while we're thinking about it, I want to, give that case more light because that right there was some trash, and it still needs some justice down there. No, go ahead.
They just had her on an interview this past week, saying like, that's my son. I'm never going to give this up. Somebody has to be accountable for this. There's no way it was an accident. You don't accidentally get rolled into a gym mat. You know how heavy those things are. You know how
Accidentally rolled into a gym.
accident, like they claimed that he fell,
Mhm.
off the bleacher or something like that into the mat, and then somehow he got rolled into it, and
Took his organs.
yeah, but that was an accident.
Oh yeah, like he fell. Oh, I see what happened.
And then
Now-
his organs just immediately just fell out. Like,
Yeah,
I ain't
going
died
on.
too. What you talking
And they
about?
flew because, like,
Flew out of
scientific
there.
knows when your organs hit the air, they disintegrate.
Yeah, that part.
And then
And they leave paper towel or paper
Yeah.
newspaper inside.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's your body automatically trying to reproduce the organs, and so it produces newspaper.
Yeah,
with
trash.
stories filled,
Trash.
the stories written on it and everything.
What was the name of that movie with Denzel when he was with Angelina Jolie in the movie? In New York City, she's a cop, and they were keep finding fingers, body
Bone
parts.
yeah.
Bone
Yeah.
collector.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's some shit from that movie, man.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's
That's a
crazy.
good movie.
And you know
That
what's
was-
crazy is people will see those movies that aren't mentally stable
And
in the
inspired.
And
head.
get
And be like,
inspired.
oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Criminal
Man, I'm
minds.
doing it all
All right,
wrong.
real quick. That I found. All right, because this show, it's heavy, and this right here, it's a whole lot of police and FBI who got criminal minds down there, and they're psychos because they let somebody get away with murder in this regard. Investigation into Georgia teen found dead in gym mat is closed without charges. And this is from, let me see here. The source is NBCnews.com.
What's his name?
January 27, 2022. His name is Kenton. His body was found in a wrestling mat January 11th, 2013 in Lowndes High School gym in Valdosta. A local investigation into the death of a 17-year-old Georgia student who was found dead in 2013 in the rolled-up gym mat has been closed with no charges filed. Kendrick Johnson's body was found in a wrestling mat January 11th, 2013 in Lowndes High School gym in Valdosta, Georgia. State and local law enforcement officials ruled the death as accidental asphyxiation, saying Johnson died after he climbed into a rolled-up gym mat to retrieve his sneakers. Should I repeat that for the people?
Yes.
Okay. Kendrick Johnson, his body was found in a wrestling mat January 11th, 2013 in the Lowndes High School gym in Valdosta, Georgia. State and local law enforcement officials ruled the death as accidental asphyxiation, saying Johnson died after he climbed into a rolled-up mat to retrieve his sneakers.
What about the cameras? You know, because schools need cameras, but that would probably be the reason why they shut off the investigation, because the camera probably showed that part.
Exactly.
And then
because
that
his
was
body
it.
was found upside down.
And then that was it.
Upside down.
They didn't show the other part.
What's the population of this town?
We're going to investigate. We're going to investigate because you know what?
Caucus area.
This is just the first part, because we actually on this show we like to champion certain causes. We like to get behind certain things. And this is something that we're going to get behind. So tackle the story, not once, not twice, but a whole bunch of times until justice is served down there. Shout out from us at TMI. Lowndes County Sheriff's Office reopened the case in March. Sheriff Ashley Polk detailed end findings in a 16-page document, concluding that evidence and other information do not produce anything to prove any criminal act by anyone that would have resulted in the death of Kendrick Johnson.
What's the name of that town again?
Lowndes.
Lowndes. How you spell that?
WHITE.
White, very much so.
Oh man,
very much so.
Wait a minute.
LOWNDES. Lowndes, Valdosta, Georgia.
Oh man.
Deli was looking through like, wait a minute. This whole brain shifted.
Spell it again. One more time. Hold on.
A lot of shit is happening in Georgia, man. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Georgia and Florida.
Definitely.
Yeah, but Georgia a lot. I don't know. And look at that. This Atlanta, I have family there. Look at all the studios the Tyler Perry and everything did there. It's still a lot of shit happening.
Right. And you know something?
Anywhere
people try to
Hollywood
contact the
is.
sheriffs down in this town, but guess what the report says?
They
The Polk
turned their
sheriff
phone
could not
off.
be immediately reached for a response.
They
Of
turned.
course.
They changed their number.
Indeed. The report addresses a number of what Polk calls rumors and accusations, including claims of a cover-up. Polk wrote that because so many federal and local agencies were involved, any person who looks at this case objectively would know that it would be impossible to conceal any evidence.
How?
So this wasn't exactly a small town like I thought it might have been, but it's only, it's 119,000
That's small.
people in there.
That's technically small.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
'Cause we
technically
have
small.
over 1 million people in
Well,
Cleveland.
it's like no, you don't.
It's smaller. It's
Yeah,
like we got
have
like
about 1 million
300,000.
people.
No.
No, we don't.
Go the
Nah,
population.
it's
It's
like hundreds of
370.
thousands.
Really?
370.
Oh, look. Where did I get 1 million? Maybe from the All-Star weekend. It was like 1 million
Parma.
people.
You got it from the Census Bureau.
Cavaliers parade, but that's just about it.
Yeah, all right, okay.
She got it from the
Y'all-
census
I
and
was
shit.
wrong. I was
The whole
wrong.
country looks at Cleveland like the Simba and Lion King meme. What's that dark area over there? Oh, that's Cleveland.
You must never go there.
You'll never win a championship there either. Like,
Well, Parma is about 80,000, and this is like fifth or sixth the largest in Ohio.
Really?
So
Parma?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's about like twice, right? How many you said? 100 what?
Well, no, that was Lowndes.
Yeah,
that was
how many?
119,000.
119. So it's like Parma and a half.
Yeah,
Like
Parma.
Parma and Parma Heights together.
pretty much. Yeah, we say about Stowe.
Parma month. That's what we're gonna call
So
it.
it's
Parma
too
month.
small, man. So it's like 10,000 probably.
Oh yeah, that's way too low. Yeah, never mind.
Mm.
So now here's the crazy part, and this gets worse. The Federal Bureau of Investigations,
Can he get any
the good old
worse?
FBI. You know the FBI, the people that like spend like millions of dollars on like trying to go after like people that selling like bootleg like CDs
Because they have to look like they're working, like they're being diligent. You know what I'm saying?
Non-violent drug dealers, things of that nature. These guys. An FBI investigation also found that there were no cover-up or conspiracy.
Really?
FBI.
What?
People,
for real.
The Federal Bureau of Investigation. It has investigation in their name.
That's what it stands for. I thought it was female body inspection. So that's
Who was the freak when he was younger? All over the body.
Actually, when I was a teenager, I had a T-shirt that said FBI and underneath said female body inspection.
See, that's how you know. See,
apparently that's all the ones they wearing too, because
that's all different when I was in school.
And that was male, so it makes sense because they did
fat booty inspection.
Really? I never
said
booty
inspection. That's was your T-shirt. That was your T-shirt.
I thought it was Fat Boy Incorporated.
Food bakery inspector.
Oh
man!
A lot of different. Honestly,
whatever we have on our mind.
All the names that we gave
you got
was
food,
probably more of a qualification for actual FBI than what these guys did on that case, which is crazy. I bet you they did all of the stuff we named, but to actually investigate in this case. And I hope y'all are watching.
They always are.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Pope wrote that the video inside the gymnasium showed Johnson walking at a fast pace toward the area where the mats were stored. Shortly before
he was wearing the shoes or not?
Apparently, he was just, I don't know.
The backstory was that he was being bullied by some
white kids,
right? Some of the caucus area.
Sorry about
that. And then I guess apparently they threw his shoes back there, so he went back there to retrieve them.
Yeah.
And then that's when it all went down.
All right, so he said where the master store shortly after 1:30 p.m. January 10th, 2013. That's the last time he was seen alive. His body was discovered the next morning when a class entered the gym and sat on the bleachers next to the mat. The report said Johnson's body was head down in a rolled up mat that was pointed vertically. The report says his feet were visible from the top of the mat.
Wait a minute.
What?
So
Wait a minute.
he saw his shoes
into the mat.
Yeah, he dived into the mat. Like, oh, to grab him and then miraculously bounce right back out of it. Like how? What?
Like he wasn't placed upside.
Because here's the thing: if I see my shoes inside of the mat, I'm gonna go push the mat over,
logically,
and then crawl in or whatever. I'm not gonna jump in head first.
But still, he was gutted.
Yeah. Now, one person said they saw a bruise on Johnson's jaw, according to the report, while another person who viewed the body said he did not observe any signs of trauma. The sheriff's report was based on about 17 boxes of files provided by the U.S. Attorney for Northern Ohio, Polk said. Ohio. We had to work our crusty asses up in there.
That's why.
We have to be a part of just stuff always messing up. We are literally the mistake by the lake. Like Jesus Christ.
And you said unsolved cases 100%. Come on. Sure. You said in the hood.
Oh no, not 100.
We know what's
You said 99.
Early 99. I say 99 problems and murders are one.
At the very least,
number
80
one.
something. You talking Cleveland alone is 80 something. I'm
Look,
sure
they almost solved the case. I mean, Ohio had to do something with this.
We had to, like it says.
We had the FBI downtown, so that's why.
Yeah, that's why.
I'm sure
Yeah,
Atlanta has it too. I mean, this is local. This is every state has FBI.
We got a lot of.
No, we have. It's something. No, it's something where like FBI headquarters are headquarters in some not everywhere. And Cleveland is a major city where the FBI has a headquarters.
We got
also
a lot
Detroit
of for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and we wouldn't even.
Especially because we got the third highest ranking hospital in the world.
Yep, all of the hospitals. Yeah,
like that's going to bring the FBI here. Like the president comes here to get worked out on. Like I ran into Dikembe Mutombo up at the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Like people come here. Hulk Hogan. You know what I'm saying?
When I worked at Cleveland Clinic, I worked at the.
I remember Waldo Rivera.
They had all types of princes, kings,
that would
and
come
all
in.
that.
Yep.
And they would take up a whole floor at the clinic.
Yeah.
They would order food from us and only have specific people bring them over there.
Yeah,
and they all ask for the view of the Cleveland downtown.
And we definitely gonna get in. Definitely gonna get in Cleveland because we have a whole lot of unsolved murders. Hell, we just had like 30 last week.
Yeah.
A lot of smell of gun smoke in the morning.
Don't forget about the P. There's definitely P in there.
Don't get too close to downtown.
Yeah, don't get too close. You'll literally smell urine.
Stay off of Ontario.
The files included
Not like New
material from
York,
the.
though. Not like New York. I'm sorry. You go into New York and you're like,
But it's
what
worth
the-
money. Like Cleveland, we stink for no reason. Like,
yeah, like, why
at
is
least
it
they-
here?
At least they got some money up in New York. We just stink and we're poor. Like,
Hey, but I'm just thankful
Just
we don't have
losers
them
here.
big old rats like New York. got.
yeah, we do.
Oh, we
They're
do.
humans.
Yeah, we
That's
That's
what
fact.
we do.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
I don't want to see them.
Yeah, we do.
Where
Like,
they at?
Did you guys
They
see
in
that
forest.
one?
Some of them are in the city, some of them downtown.
Yeah, they right
That
now.
was your neighbor's dog. What are you talking about?
Right.
You would
Little
think.
yappy
You're
thing.
like, I'm half
Hey,
blind. I thought he
that
was
might
half
have been a deer. Like one of our good old Cleveland deer. Like, no, that's not a rat.
That's not a rat.
That's our version of Bambi.
I don't know.
My friend
He looks
here,
like Master Splinter.
I rescued him. That's my baby.
my friend here in Ohio, seen a raccoon in his backyard, and he took a picture and he said, I don't know, somebody's lost his cat, and posted on Facebook, and everybody, that's not a cat. He was just
He was just being funny.
Oh god.
No,
Hey,
did you
don't
guys
mess
see
with
that?
these
Don't let the
raccoons.
whistle.
Hey, don't play
they
with you
were-
raccoons out here. They gangsters. Like,
I got-
Oh yeah, no,
I have a
they'll run
story.
on you.
they have vengeance in their heart.
Do you guys want to hear my raccoon story?
Oh, sure.
Okay, so I was at a training one time at a camp. I used to be a camp counselor, and the manager that was over the head of Parks and Recreation or whatever, we saw a little raccoon coming to the meeting. Okay, and he
wanted to
just
be a
walked. Yeah, he just
counselor.
walked into the meeting all casually, like, "What up?" You know what I'm saying?
I need our
And
voice to
then-
be heard too.
Yeah, we matter. This is
I
our
got a
forest.
problem, too.
Right.
Great lives
So
matter.
he walks in and she like, oh hell no, She goes over to like mess with the raccoon.
Holy
and-
crap. I hate to cut off your story
Go
there.
ahead.
My
Uh-huh.
bad. Because
No
I was reading
problem.
the story and it's kind of like just caught me off guard here.
Mhm.
Because they did multiple autopsies, right?
on the raccoon.
Yeah, because that raccoon got messed up that day.
on the young
She
kid here,
messed that
Mr.
raccoon
Johnson.
up.
They
He
say
ran off.
his body got exhumed in June 2013, and he was found that Johnson did not die from accidental asphyxiation. You know what he died from, people? Blunt force trauma to the right neck involving the right mandible. So,
Your jaw.
yeah. In September 2018, Anderson added that the addendum is the report to include blunt force trauma to the right thorax after the body was exhumed for a second time. The Armed Forces Medical Examiner did a final autopsy, and the August 2014 report listed that the death as positional asphyxia and the manner of accidental. I think that's a period. Right? Yeah, it is a period. So I'm sorry, people, if I didn't make that sound like a sentence. The agency amended the autopsy of
Never know
2016.
when that period comes.
Whoa.
And you don't.
And don't.
Good
And
call,
don't. I never know.
Just
Just
that
get
right there just
surprised.
caught me off guard, and I wasn't ready.
Yeah, periods tend to do that, I guess.
Yeah, all the time.
All right now.
Okay, focus.
Focus. All right, the agency amended the autopsy of 2016 to say the cause of the manner of death were undetermined, according to the sheriff. This change is attributed to the fact that the additional materials were submitted for evaluation by the United States Department of Justice, the report says. The most significant item that was added appears to be the report from South Georgia Medical Examiner Mobile Healthcare report that states that the jaw had a bruise on the right side. They beat this kid.
Yeah.
I don't even need to read
Y'all
that.
beat that kid and dumped that
They
kid.
dumped
They
him in
beat
the
him
mat
down. And removed-
and then
Y'all
walked
did.
away.
And then here's the thing, they covered it up. That's why they removed his organs.
Yep.
And then I'm pretty sure that them sick bastards down there harvested them joints.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So just
He's a
think,
young guy. He's a young kid.
and this is a
So,
teenage
yes,
child.
of
Just
course.
imagine sending your kid to school, and this is the result.
I
would
can't.
never
Yeah, I
send my
can't.
kids to school.
You not sending your kids to school?
Hell
Heck
no.
no.
Like I'm
How
terrified
many
every
kids
day.
you
I
got?
send mine.
2.
They're still young.
So
They're still
beautiful.
young.
1 and 2 year olds. I would never send my kids into a school where it's a lot of mental instability because of the places that these kids that's going to these schools come from.
Well, don't take them to the mall either.
It's baby
You can go-
serial killers.
I'm gonna be at the mall.
Mental instability all over the planet.
Hey, no, that's real shit. Like it's
But
baby serial.
It's
Yes.
a lot. It's a
Absolutely.
lot more isolated when you got to see these kids every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You go to the mall maybe once or twice.
But see, it wasn't like that before
It wasn't.
because I went to school. Nobody got murdered. But
I think
That's 'cause you got
social
your butt
media-
whooped.
I think social
Fred
media
Flintstone
does
was
a
your
lot
teacher.
too. When we were younger,
yeah,
we didn't have so much social media. It was not as much bullying online and all this shit. Like
and school shootings
follow
just
you
isn't,
everywhere,
you know,
right?
like just another news story now. Because back in the day, it would be like a big deal. Now school gets shot up. It's just like, yeah, another school got shot up.
Because it's like what we
That's the
going to
most
do.
reaction we get from it now. Damn.
Damn.
And that's the thing. Like at this point in our lives, you know, trying to tie it all together with the police, they're tired, they're overwhelmed, they don't know, they just want a paycheck for. Some people want to be the police, and that's their life dream.
Right.
And then some people just need money and a check and could see themselves doing it.
Boom.
You know,
So
so
that
their
leads us-
heart isn't into it as much as like it's messed up, but like.
It's not like it is on TV where they
not
actually
like it is where they're like,
we're gonna solve
what's
this
that?
murder.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
Ice-T and
Yeah,
what's the
Law and
name?
Order,
Yeah,
SVU,
Law and
like,
Order.
yeah.
Yeah, it ain't like that. It ain't
And
real.
they was detectives.
But that's
Yeah,
just like
they
with
were
the-
that cop
detectives.
can't
It's
rap.
not like
Like-
that.
that's just like with the teachers
That
and
kinda-
all
that-
that too. The
I got
teachers
some
are
bars.
tired.
The
You
technical
got-
science spit no
everybody's
bars.
tired.
Like,
some teachers that are dedicated and
Yeah.
want to, and then you got some teachers that don't care. They just there for that check.
And they're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
hey, you know what? That's what they're gonna do anyway.
So-
Why should I care? You
and
know.
I'll add another to that category. I'll add the one that wants power over. Okay, you do it for a
Yep.
check. I understand you got to support your family, or you do for love, like your father, your grandfather, everybody
They were
was a
cops,
cop, and
right.
you wanted to do.
Mhm.
Understand, but there's some people who want to show some power,
Authority.
authority.
Yeah,
over
because
Here's
they've
the-
never
here's the
had
killer
those
part.
any
people should
voice.
never. Those people should never be in.
And then they give them a psychiatric evaluation
Right.
prior
but
to.
this is one part we forget though. All cops aren't detectives.
Yep.
Like that's the biggest part. So we got to think about all these murders that happen, right? On every police force, there's only a handful of guys that's actually homicide detectives.
That's true.
And it's only out of those handful of guys, there's only a few of them that's actually really good at their job.
Yeah.
So therefore, you got a whole city. Just imagine being a homicide detective
They
in
got a
Baltimore,
stack above that on their
LA,
list.
Cleveland, Youngstown,
Memphis,
Miami.
That work
You feel me?
is ridiculous.
You know why? Because the speeding tickets pays more
Yep.
when you send
Yep.
100 of them with
It ain't even about that,
At
but who
least you're
wants to?
getting money from the speeding ticket.
But think about it like this.
They can get up to 10 million.
They don't even
Yeah.
get paid that
Yeah.
much, and you got to
No.
look at the most
They don't.
gruesome, worst things
Yep.
that mankind can produce
Mhm.
every day.
And they tell
Who the hell
you,
want to sign up for that for fucking 50,000? Oh, sorry,
and they
for 50,000 a year.
They tell you, you know, because I've been on both sides. I work at a school now, but I
Right.
also work, you know, in the jail. They tell you, don't think too much about it. You know what I'm saying? This is your job. This is your livelihood. Think about
Try to be desensitized to
yeah,
it.
About getting home.
desensitize it. Think about getting home. Keep your head on a swivel. You know, whatever's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. But don't put too much thought into it because guess what? What can you do?
Right.
And that's the thought process that everyone all around the board. It's like before people cared. They're like, oh my God, Johnny died. No, we're gonna find it, you know, and
Wow,
everybody
Johnny.
came together, you know,
Right.
to figure it out.
But then there's another
nowadays-
Johnny. It's like it went from one Johnny to 5 Johnnies.
yeah, and then they're like, you know what,
Now
this
it's
is
like,
too
this is a
much.
lie.
Yeah,
Like,
I
You
can't.
said you
Every
worked in
day.
the jail?
Yeah. I was a CO in the jail, and a lot of the
At what jail?
people downtown.
Oh
Damn,
my.
why ain't they locked up for that?
Yeah, and you know, you don't know. And then when people be like, "Oh, I could go to jail," I'm like, no, for real. Okay, well, good luck with that. You know what I'm
There's a
saying?
whole bunch of brothers that say the same thing about you right now, Dylan. Damn, how come we
Stupid.
get locked up?
Stupid. They're not getting
Look
like
what's wrong
that.
here.
Yeah.
Not
Stupid.
downtown.
Yeah,
And
come
then
on, get locked up, brother.
yeah.
Bomb me
Misinterpret
out.
the way
Also
you meant
do-
that.
I'm
like
just
a
saying, bro.
hand.
That's the reality.
And that's the reality. I also knew a head detective. He was like one of the head detectives in Cleveland, Ohio. That man was a drunk. He was a jerk. He was like in the beginning, I'm sure he started off with a good heart, you know, and a good mind and good thoughts. But once you see this stuff
So much.
every
mess up
single
society.
day,
It messes
it
it
messes up your mental
Yeah.
because now you have to not think about that. You know, when I see something messed up, I'm like,
Most people
I'm
can't even stomach
crying.
horror movies. We talk
Yeah,
about
like,
horror movies next.
I can't even
next week.
watch a movie, a
Like,
scary movie,
think
without
about
having
that.
a nightmare.
Think
you
about
know?
that. Now
So-
you got a TV screen that's like about that far away from you, and you at your house and you watching a horror movie and a dude, and what do everybody do? They
Yeah, covering up,
and not
yeah.
even that. But then go to that scene where they show a body just like they don't even got to show the killing, but just they show a body all mutilated, right? You even go turn away like, ooh,
Right.
like you feel me?
Or you
Damn,
gonna
but
look
one
at
stuff that I don't.
Nowadays, people want to look, they want to stop, they want to see recording it.
But-
They're-
And you gotta wake up in the morning. You got you get that call 5 in the morning. You barely just got off from home from smelling another dead body the night before. You feel me? And now you wake up, you don't even know what you're about to get into. They send you got a case. Oh, guess what? This father, he like butchered his whole fucking family.
First
You know what I'm
28,
saying?
yeah.
A baby, you dig? A
Actually,
6-year-old
in
child.
Cleveland happened on the birthday of Lorraine, right? The guy show up on birthday, his daughter's 16th birthday, and shot the whole
Sure
family.
did.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was in
my
Cleveland,
God.
right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So you go to a place like that where
The whole family.
It's
And listen,
gone.
and there's no preparing you for that. And then you like, and then society, because here's the thing, you know what's crazy? I sound like I'm advocating for cops right now, which is weird because but I'm thinking I'm a Gemini, so I can always think on both sides of the fence. And then I've seen a lot of stuff, been around the stuff. I used to work for a news station, and that was a part of the job too, right? And so just imagine. Now you gotta go and smell this, see this. And society expects you at a certain point to be desensitized to it, to just be able to get in there and just, you know how they show on TV, like they just be like, yeah,
With the pen.
yeah,
Hey, eating a burger, put
yeah,
it on.
like this, all regular with it.
What do we
Like
got?
hot dog and
Dropping
Johnson.
sauce all
We gotta
over the
stop
dead
this
body.
guy.
But there are some people out here walking amongst us that are like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they enjoy work.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but it's,
and
it's
it's
very
nothing
few.
wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
wrong.
Because you got to, and I look at it like this: in a police station, on average, say for instance, you have 200 police officers. Out of those 200, maybe 20 of them are homicide detectives,
And 3 of them are best, very good. The rest of
or
them
3 of them are like that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? They get, but by that
Eat
time, they're
burritos.
drunks and
Yeah.
they're seasoned. They've been
Yeah.
on the force for 20 years, and
Mhm.
yeah,
They got Johnson.
for real. They just see a baby and just be like, yeah. But guess what? Their home life is trashed.
They're probably single.
They can't
Yeah, they
connect.
they been divorced 5 times.
Girlfriend.
They got a
Can't
therapist.
No more.
You feel me? Like they're technically not desensitized to it because they got to go through so much just to get to that crime scene and just investigate it. There are 3, 4, 5 lost marriages. Your
But a
kids
lot of-
hate you.
A lot of people don't want to, when you end things like that, they don't want to go to therapy, even
Right.
though it's provided for you. And that's one of the things that they tell you. We have this that you can use just in case. But a lot of people will be, oh, I'm good. No, I'm cool. You know, because what would you think? Oh, you saw the same thing I saw, but I'm like, oh, it's
Yeah.
messing me up.
And then even on a deeper platform, now I think maybe a small percentage or a large percentage, a lot of these unsolved murders might come from snap cops that seem too much.
Yep. Or from people just not even doing paperwork because they just would rather write it down as
Think about
this
it. You're a
and
homicide
this, that's
detective. You know what I'm saying? Like, say for instance, you got a killer that just got away with stuff. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, like, you know what? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why am I chasing
Why?
Yeah.
They turn into drug
Nothing's gonna
dealers.
come.
They
of
turn
this.
into
They
drug
turn
dealers.
into,
So what's to
you
stop
know,
them from turning into killers
they-
too? Serial
absolutely.
I
killers.
think a lot of
And they have the best means to get away with it.
Yep.
They got
They
the
do.
evidence. They know how to. They got all the tools. Like they got the. Then they also got the police force because even I learned from a cop. This is what they do.
Blue is gonna protect the blue.
They're gonna put. Oh, Johnson.
Because of certain things, yeah.
Yeah,
but
because they
certain
don't want that to
things,
get at. Like, think about it like this: you're the chief of a police force. It would look mighty bad if a couple of your officers on that force were serial killers, now wouldn't it? You don't want to get that out to the press.
I don't even want to know about it.
I think 1% are.
It gotta be, bro.
Absolutely.
It's called
Absolutely.
deliberate indifference. So
Yep.
they're deliberately not caring about it because if I care about it, then
Right.
that might make all of us lose our
And then
job.
think about it like this: you want to keep your pension, you working long hours, and you short on money. What's the best way to do it? You commit a murder.
Go
Now
to
you
the evidence.
now you investigating a murder.
or
that-
you on the crime
What you did.
Why not? Oh,
That's-
what was
a Mark
the
Bill.
movie with Denzel where he was like that?
Yes, there's probably a movie.
Yeah.
That was a movie with Al Pacino. That was running out of. I forget the name of that movie, but it was Al Pacino and
Al
Robert De Niro.
Pacino, yeah,
And-
it's
and
another
Robert De Niro-
movie,
and Al Pacino turned
but
out to be the
Denzel
killer.
Was in the movie King Kong ain't got no
Well, that's
leash.
Training Day.
Training
That's
Day.
where he was a bad cop. You know what I'm saying? He was outside killing everybody. He knew what he could get away with, and he
Man,
said
that's
that
because
to
he
his,
made a bad Vegas bet.
Well, that's
Shout out
because
my man
that's what
Alonzo.
happens. You know, when you get into
When he was in position,
enforcement
yeah.
like that, and then you think, "Oh, I'm going to change the world," and you got this positive mind frame, you're all like, "Yeah."
And that
And
probably
then
is the
you see-
worst way to go into the
It
force too.
is.
Those are the ones that
Yeah.
probably end up becoming the craziest ones. The
Right,
ones that go in there
yeah.
like, I'm gonna do the right thing,
Yeah,
and
no,
then you
see
get
all
in
this
there
wrong
and
stuff.
you see the wrong stuff that goes inside the police force.
Yeah.
The wrong stuff that goes outside. You see, like
And
the
how
police force,
connected it is.
they will select a case based upon like say for instance, if you got a member of somebody's family who's making large donations to the police department, and somebody in their family get murdered, and then you're a cop investigating this other murder, this poor family, and you got your heart into that case, but guess what? They pull you off of it because this other one needs to get solved,
or vice versa.
Or vice versa.
The person that's donating all his money to the police force son happened to kill somebody.
Exactly.
And now you being strongly urged to let it go.
Like,
look at cover up the evidence. Oh no, you didn't see those fingerprints. There was nothing there.
Are you talking about Johnson?
What you talking about?
Johnson, come on, Johnson. And you that cop, and you got to sit there and watch that, right?
You know how insulting
Or
that
not.
is?
It don't
And
turn your
that
head.
would turn you crazy. Like, man, like that'll turn you. It'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna go out here and commit some murders too.
Yeah.
I want to just see how long it's gonna before I
Just
get
see
caught.
if I can,
And there's actually that's what
happens.
serial killers.
That's what
Are they
serial
gonna do this
killers
turn the same eye
Mhm.
away from my stuff as they made me do for this case?
It's only so long that you can do things like that unless you're just like really
Before you
a
completely lose your
sociopath.
mind,
Yeah,
yeah.
before you like lose your mind, you just a whole different person. Now you're not sleeping. Now you look different.
Right,
You
you
lose
always
weight.
have your shoulder
You're always
and stuff.
angry. You know.
It drives you crazy.
Yeah.
You can't be normal. Dude.
No, you can't. Be
And then here's the
normal.
thing: you run into all different kinds of crazy maniacs out there on the street, drug dealers, just crazy psychos, people that beat their wives, molest their kids. You just dealing with all. And then in the interrogation room, you got to talk to these crazy psychos and get like.
Be lying
And be
at
nice to
y'all,
them
but-
because you can't. You know, you can.
And then you'll run into the like
But you
like
don't
this
want
They
dude
can still
heard a
sue you.
fly, and then it turns out he was the first one. Like I was all the way off. Or think about you was that cop, and you thought that you had the guy, and you thought you had him, and then you end up not getting him because like he was really that good.
Because
You
it
know what I'm
wasn't
saying?
him.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't him. Like
It
you know,
wasn't him.
the mind
Made 'em
tricks
cry,
that
all that.
My mom
Man.
playing tricks on me.
right. So trivia time.
Mm.
Trivia time. Trivia time. And it's about who gets to this closest number. How many unsolved murder cases do you think are in the United States currently today?
Good question.
Unsolved murders in the United States currently today. What is that number?
Shit.
Wait, so you said
Right.
30%?
No. I need a number like, is it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 million, 2 million?
Oh, not a
How many, yeah, no, not
No
percentage.
percentages.
What is the
10?
number of unsolved murders currently right now in the United
You said
States?
out
No
of 10?
cheating,
Out of
Deli.
10?
Or out of United
Simple
States?
No, out of the United States. How many people do you think, how many murder cases do you think is unsolved currently right now in the United States?
So you need like a number like 300,000.
Yeah,
right?
something like that,
Okay.
yeah.
Come on, Versace, what you got?
I would say probably 300,000, but I don't know. You guys go ahead. I want to see.
Okay,
You said
Good.
this is United States.
United States. I'm gonna stay local
Pick a
today.
number, any number.
Any number.
250.
Ooh, good guess.
How many?
What is
We got two good guesses over
that
here.
low?
We got two good guesses over here. All right,
Hey, I said 1,000. She said just 250.
Timmy, what you think? You've been mighty quiet over there. You got some bodies you need to talk about?
I got a lot of bodies over here.
You wear them all.
Oh, the United
Jeffrey Dahmer should have looked like
He's
Tim.
googling. He's
Jeffrey
googling.
Dahmer was skinny.
Don't be on there.
I'm not cheating. I'm not cheating.
Yeah, he is because you're looking at the information I sent him.
I'm not actually.
Okay, good.
But
I just did, man.
I must say, you said unsolved.
Yeah. How many current cold cases, unsolved murders, are currently sitting in the United States today?
You have to keep in mind this country is 300 years old.
Right. I'm gonna say about. I'm gonna say about 2,500.
2,500?
Yeah.
You playing, right?
No.
I'm gonna say
Okay, all right. I'll take. All right.
'Cause I'm
You way off.
130.
I'm just gonna let you know this.
That's fine.
All right, that's cool.
133 million.
1,000? You said that? Okay. Sorry.
There's not that many people in the country.
I thought you said just 250.
There's not
Not in
130
the
people.
United States.
Well, yeah, 130. That means we're all dead right now, bro.
Yeah, we are.
How many you said?
You said 133 million.
133 million plus people in the United States. That's of
Population is
2023.
330, man. And that's
So I
people
say-
die every year.
133.
Yeah, I was going to say
Million?
something like that, like 1 million.
Man,
Y'all
Yeah,
lowballed
man,
last time. I'm keep it low. I'm gonna say 18,594.
94. Hold on.
Right.
Just,
You said- you
just
said what?
95.
She
What's
said
your number?
13,000.
95 just
No,
happened.
no, not just
She
95.
said 13,000.
I said 18,594.
So you say 18,000,
18,000.
and I'm going with
Right.
250. You said
I said 300
I said 1
or
million.
350.
It's gotta be.
Hey, this number's just changed, guys.
Yeah, it's changing right now.
Yeah,
So like
Everett
5 people
said-
just
As we
died
literally
right now.
speaking right
Yeah.
now, there's an unsolved
People
murder
dying
taking
right now.
place.
Yeah.
Kelly, what you say?
Said 133 million.
Hey, actually, I want to say something, guy. If you're listening to us and you trying to commit a murder right now, stop.
Don't do it.
Don't do
Don't
it.
do it.
it.
Change my
We're
number.
not
Don't do it by the show
advocating it. Please
whatsoever.
Don't do
We
it.
consider-
Please.
For the sake of
submitted-
census, don't
Right.
do it.
Don't do it.
All right, now we got 300,000.
Literature
We got
on the
250.
subject.
We got 133 million. We got a million, and we got 18,458.
594.
All right, 594, and Tim said 3. All right, so
What?
no,
Tim say?
Tim, you said a really low number.
2,500.
2,500. All right, which is might as well be 3. All right, but Stephanie, you were the closest one.
Oh.
It's really if the number fell between you and Vitaly here. The number is more than 200,000. So it falls between 200,000 and 300,000 unsolved murders. And currently, that's sitting in the United States today.
I was close.
It's no way.
But there's no exact number.
That is a lot of.
Yes,
That's still
no
a lot
way.
of unsolved
It is a
murders.
lot of
I mean,
Just
it
imagine
is.
you
There's
being
no
one of
way.
those
Just
unsolved
the ones
murders.
we know about.
That's
Right.
200,000.
I mean, I am. I'm here. I didn't get swallowed.
This is the ones that probably reported.
I'm having that same problem.
This is the reported ones. man.
The reported ones, right? Now, and then keeping that and these are the reported ones. So no, don't need to apologize. No need to apologize. God sees everything.
He definitely does. Y'all serial killers out there
Can't get nothing past
be
that.
in the middle of the night killing the cereal.
Right on.
Next thing you're gonna get a phone call from
Guilty as charged.
So,
You know, like
now,
Zodiac. Remember he was
Always-
doing-
now here's our next trivia question. Out of the 50 states in the United States of A, what state is the champion of unsolved murders?
Detroit.
Ohio.
That's
State.
that's not state.
That's
Oh,
the city.
Michigan
Michigan.
or
Okay, we got
California.
Michigan.
I'll go.
I got 2.
I need one guess because my brain
sorry.
only works so far.
Okay, so Selena.
I said
we
Michigan.
got
Fuck it,
Michigan.
Michigan.
Michigan?
Mhm.
Ohio.
Ohio,
Ohio, Delhi. I'm
Leah?
gonna say Tennessee,
Tennessee,
That was a good one.
Nashville, Tennessee,
Cali.
Cali,
I was thinking Tennessee, but I'll go with Florida.
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 That's a good one.
I'm going Cali.
Ooh,
Cali?
yeah, Florida is.
Cali.
Cali right off the
So
water.
two Cali.
Yeah,
All
Cali.
right, all
We got
right.
2 Cali, 1 Florida.
2 Cali, 1 Florida.
Tennessee, 1
Jackson,
Ohio.
Mississippi.
What?
Just Jackson alone. Just
It's
When I
definitely
the whole
was-
state.
Because when I was
Jackson.
thinking Tennessee, I was thinking Memphis.
It's another one thing
you
with
are
our,
so good. You're planning like first you said Detroit. You just going directly.
Uh-huh.
Just
Right.
no, for real.
Right,
Right,
right.
right.
Precise.
Yeah,
Now you're
I'm
saying
like,
Jackson,
On the
Tennessee.
8 mile.
She's precise with it.
Yeah,
All
Yes,
right.
I am.
So
Sniper gang.
the state that
Gang,
boasts
gang.
the most
All right.
unsolved murders.
Watch it be your off state though.
Right. Iowa.
It's actually not.
Probably Oklahoma or Texas.
Why?
Yeah, something stupid.
I'm just gonna keep the suspense rolling for a little bit.
I know.
Oh, don't do it to us.
I know.
We're gonna say all the states, but eventually I'm just getting good geography.
Yeah.
North Dakota.
New Orleans,
North
Louisiana.
Dakota.
Kansas.
Pennsylvania, Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, that's a
I'm
good
going
one.
like
Ooh,
Yeah,
Pennsylvania. Ooh,
That
that
was
is
a good one.
That's a good one.
Mhm.
Maine.
That's a good one. Maine.
Not
Maine.
Maine.
Main one.
John and
Oh,
Stephanie,
Maine.
you're absolutely wrong. All right, next. No. All right,
I
no.
watch too much.
Maze,
Murder,
the
she
safe,
wrote.
Maze, the safest probably
I
place.
know the top 3. So.
But it's literally, it's
Yeah.
actually the most obvious answer. But guess, if you said, what state?
You already
California.
know.
California.
Because
California.
it's 40 million people. It's a big
40
California love.
No
Mountains.
murder. Like you got neighborhood, you got high populous
They over
areas,
there crip
condensed
walking and
areas.
yeah.
You know, like California.
I think that changed in the last 2 years. I'm sure that 2 years ago it was in California. If you Google that in 2000 before coronavirus, let's say 2019, what was it? I'm sure it was in California.
It was Illinois.
Probably.
Ooh, I forgot
It's
about
Chicago.
Chicago.
Damn,
Yeah,
I forgot about
Chicago.
That's
Chicago.
bad.
But
We
we
ain't heard
top,
so
we
much.
top Illinois. We
We
come
do.
in at
And we
like
shouldn't
number
because we don't
3.
have as many
I'm
people.
top
It
nobody.
go Cali, it go Michigan, then it go us, then it go Illinois.
Oh, so
All right.
I got the top 3.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Look at that. All right,
I
so
got happy over
now
something
we're gonna
stupid.
get into some math here. We're gonna get to some
I
math
don't think we should be
because
proud of this.
Right.
we shouldn't. We should, why are we cheering? Like, we should be having a
Wait, what was
fundraiser or
that?
something. We need to be having a fundraiser playing some
Oh,
Dionne
okay.
Warwick.
We
Yeah,
should
they
be,
can't
we
catch
should,
us.
hey, we should be praying here.
Yeah, we
Exactly,
should.
praying.
Jesus,
Straight
please
up.
save Cleveland or something.
Amen.
Yes.
All right, so now at TMI, we like to bring forth information. This is called Too Much Information, TMI. So today on this number, let's see here. Now we're looking at states. with the homicide number and the clearance rate. So Alabama, and this number comes from, let's see here. This is, what year is this? This is the year 2020. This is up to 2020. So Alabama, this is reports that we took it from between 1975 and the year 2020. The state of Alabama had 20,591 homicides with a 60% clearance rate.
What do that mean? What is the 60% clearance?
We
right.
know who did it.
Yeah.
Like they solved them.
They solved it.
They solved it.
60% 49 solved.
Closed them or solved them?
That's a good question.
It all depends on the paperwork.
I mean, if it's solved,
You know what happened when a
Well,
business
if it's
going
solved,
out?
it should be
It's
closed.
clearance,
right?
If
Yeah.
it's solved, it should be closed, and they can reopen it if it's something fishy.
But it's-
But
but being closed don't necessarily mean solved, because like
I
you said,
agree.
the 30% that's in jail.
Let me
is
ask you
innocent.
something.
That's a closed case.
As a filmmaker,
Right.
right? Would you ever want to do like a film about like some type of murder or something like that, like a true story, and you have to like do all the research? Like, would you want to put your mind through all that toil of research and things of that nature?
Really finding out and getting to
as a filmmaker, I would want to know first which side I want to show. Do I want to show the mental, the killer? What is that bad person, like evil and shit happened, or how did this person got into that stage, and what? I don't believe in death penalty at all. No matter what you do it. I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus, so there's no death penalty in my life.
Thou shalt not kill.
I don't believe
Because you already
same
dead.
thing,
For real.
same thing for
Right.
abortion. I don't believe in abortion. So, but in this case, I would have to look. What do I do? What do I do? What do I show? Do I have to go into like show his mental state, or actually how he did it and make him look monster, or
now,
human?
Is it a filmmaker? Is that important if you're going to be shooting a film like that, where you have to actually show them doing the killing, or do you find that as a filmmaker, like say for instance, it was a true story, and keeping in mind, like say for instance, like the Jeffrey Dahmer thing, right? Now, sorry, I was leaning.
No.
We couldn't hear you.
We couldn't hear. Okay, now say for instance, as a filmmaker, right, the Jeffrey Dahmer thing, knowing that families, that of the victims would hear about that, see about that, or say for instance, you were doing like a movie about some unsolved murders and a crazy killer, and this is a true story. Would you feel as a filmmaker it is important to actually show how those victims died, or would you show respect for the family and leave it up to the audience to interpret with their own visual?
You actually asking the wrong guy, because I filmed a movie about Norway. It was 78 people shot.
Yeah, I saw that movie. That is a hard movie to watch, man.
So
Jesus.
I filmed everybody getting shot, and I got a lot of criticism, even like Queen of.
Well, that means I'm asking the right guy.
They were writing me to stop filming when I was sweet. First of all, I started too early.
Fresh.
Yeah, it was fresh.
Why did you start filming it so soon?
I don't know. I just felt like he needs to be filmed. I don't know. It was not about, maybe because he need to be. I don't know. They were trying to. Nobody was talking about it, so I wanted to be.
Wanted to expose
and be proactive and get the word out.
Yeah, but it was a very low budget. It was mostly done just as a film, another story.
Now, how did some of the actors react to being a part of that film, and was there like what was the feelings on set after, like, say for instance, those pieces of where that type of death and carnage was taking place?
See, I got critics criticized me saying Spielberg shot Schindler's List and everybody was set on the set, and Versace shot Utopia Island, and his actors, teenagers, were saying, I had so much fun filming this movie. They were so excited, these actors. And I don't know if I agree with you that the actor should be sad or crying because he's
after every take. Oh my God,
he's working on a project. I mean,
they were there to do a job.
It all depends, man. It depends.
Do you feel it's important to show, or do you think like it all depends on like the certain type of the event that took place?
Depends, as a filmmaker, what do you want to do at that moment? It's like, first of all, it's always in writing. You're a good writer. I see in your scripts how you write. Right. So it's all, as a filmmaker, sometimes you follow what's on paper, and you can't. Sometimes you can't even change a point of view, a shot, or a word. You can do it.
Because everything is important in relation to the script. That's very true.
So some people would say, okay, you have a little bit of room, you can change, you can improvise a little bit, but most of the union, if they're with Writers Guild of America, union writers, they would not let you to change anything.
Take it as
has
it is.
To be exactly done, and they go nuts if you change anything. because it's their baby. That's how
That's
they
right.
vision.
Yeah.
That movie, I shot it without script. I just wanted to make the movie. I was driving.
So it was all ad-lib mostly?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, but the crazy thing
And
I
I
was
seen
saying
it.
is
That's wow.
they compare it to Spielberg, man. Like you talking about $50 million movie versus like a shot movie in Youngstown, Ohio. It was a very low budget film with first time actors.
So how did that make you feel when you got that comparison?
The criticism?
Yeah, the
What was
criticism.
it?
Either way, like this comparison to $50 million film.
Spielberg, yeah, that was on a cinema magazine. I think it was in London or Italy. They were talking about the entertainment, that the cinema changes, that they're not gonna wait anymore some kind of time before they make something. You know what I mean? They were complaining and they're saying, some comments were crazy, like going, how would you feel if we would make a September 11 movie? Dude, that was already made then. You know, and it was made a couple years after that, or a year or close to that, with Nicolas Cage. So I mean, it's in everybody. If I offended somebody, I apologize, but whatever.
It wasn't
I'm not
intentional.
It's an artist, man.
Right.
It's like, it was not real people. He said it was based on true story. It doesn't have to be exactly true story. It's an artist. You just do something and
leave it on the canvas.
Yeah. And you move on. That's
wow. So
but it depends how much blood you want to show, how you feel, and what kind of mood you are, and how you want to do it.
How much censorship you want to include.
Yeah.
How much creativity you want to actually display.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So how did you feel? Have you watched the Jeffrey Dahmer show series?
I don't know which one is
Jeffrey
that.
Dahmer.
That was just out on Netflix.
That was on Netflix. The person that was
Dahmer,
eating people and
The
putting
one in
them
Ohio?
Yeah.
In Columbus, Ohio? That guy?
It was in like
It was
Steubenville.
Yeah,
Of course,
something like
Steubenville.
that. Yeah.
I've been out there, man. I got weird.
Yeah, Steubenville is weird.
I
It's-
believe it.
Steubenville is like one of those places where the doctor is like the firefighter, the police, the sheriff, and the
Gotta go.
dentist. Like,
And
And he work at the
dentist.
Bad Bath, to be honest.
yeah.
I didn't see
You
that.
Has a
didn't watch
coffee
that?
shop.
That's
Okay.
the guy at the baker.
Yeah.
Everybody
Right.
looks like they're related.
Baking. Right.
probably are.
They
No,
are.
I love Steubenville, man. No, shout out to
Because
Steubenville.
they said that in Jeffrey Dahmer, because he worked at a meat grinding factory as
Yep.
well. So
Yeah,
he
he's
was like
perfect.
grinding
He was
down
grinding me all right.
bodies and stuff. But that's crazy. But at the end of the day, I was just wondering, like, as a filmmaker, like, it was a question that you asked, something about the psychology of the person, or are you just doing it?
Yeah, like
Trying to represent.
Like, I think what he was asking is more like, do you have to show like bullet hit in your brain?
yeah,
It's
there's
almost
somebody
like
getting
that-
stabbed.
It's like,
you know?
remember when we were shooting downstairs that sex scene, the girl was dancing on the guy,
Right.
and then she just throws the
The innuendo of
clothing
it,
and
like
it covers the camera. I
Yeah.
went that way because it makes sense. Like you go to black, she takes her top off and she throw on my camera. I give her directions. So I wanted to end there. I could have gone like, okay, show me some nipples, show me some skin.
nipples.
I
Show
could
me
have,
titties.
I could have gone that way if I wanted. But it all depends how I feel and how I want to do it, especially if it's unscripted.
And that's
You
check.
with the-
Script
yeah.
to script.
That's-
It
yeah.
goes from
I think in the script I had nipples. Didn't I? No, I didn't.
yeah, we did.
No, I
we
just didn't
we
have
shot on
nipples on the
script. Not in script, but
No, it wasn't in the script.
but
No,
we
man.
shot in
Of course.
strip club. We shot in strip
Oh yeah, no, we did shoot in the strip club.
Of
That was a good
course,
time.
you got to show a little bit of
Right.
knees.
That's what sells. That's another thing. That's another thing, man. As a
Like
filmmaker,
another-
you look like what's hot, like what's right now. Vampires. My opinion, right now, what you need to do if you want to be successful and make money is Christian films. It's a different level. Sony's got their own department.
Like Passion of the
Fox.
Christ Christian.
The power of
Christian
Christ
like
compels thee.
Christian like what is it?
Like
Christian
a-
rom.
More of a clean.
More like a movie
with a
God- where-
message.
yeah, with a message. And with-
Like let's say Denzel
Yeah.
Washington and Whitney Houston with the Angel movie. Has a good story. A church has problem, roof is leaking, an angel, and it's a good ending. And he has the good,
Oh, like
I get what you're
like the
saying,
Fight
yeah.
Temptation. You want something like
yeah.
that?
Or
I
like-
had family
Yeah.
movies where it was
Yeah.
where it was something positive and
Church.
loving. And,
Yeah.
and
Was that with it, right?
Yeah.
When he's a liquor salesman, he comes in this town, tries to sell liquor, but there's a Christian community, changes his life.
Yeah.
That's a Christian movie.
Yeah.
That's a good story. That's what sells right now because this world is so messed up right now, and everybody's looking. And the best thing about that, it can change somebody's life. Like a horror film, it can change nobody's life. The killer is gonna get more excited. The person in the corner is gonna get more freaked out, and he's gonna run from house to the car quick. So you don't change lives. But with a movie like this, man,
you can change somebody's perspective. With a horror movie, you know what you're going to get. Somebody's going to die. It's going to get bloody and da 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 da.
Yeah. But as a filmmaker, you're making both. Look, I went to movies and watched Denzel's last movie, the
Equalizer. Equalizer 3.
Third
Still haven't seen it yet. Don't give me no
Man,
spoilers.
a lot of blood, a lot of stuff.
Really?
Boom,
'Cause
boom, 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 boom. So much blood. There was more blood than any movie I ever seen.
Wow.
And then
Shout
you
out
go
Equalizer
from
3.
Yeah, and then you go from the Angel to this. It's two different movies. But Denzel is my favorite actor.
He's my favorite
Yeah,
actor, man.
one of mine.
Like definitely him and
My top
him.
five.
Let me see him like Tom Hanks. He's up there.
We take this around the board.
You don't like Tom Hanks?
My.
See, I never worked with
Harvey
Denzel.
Keitel.
I
He's up
work
there.
with Will Smith. I don't like him. I like Eddie Murphy. I work
Yeah,
with him.
now give me a top 5 of guys you work with that you like.
Eddie Murphy. Tyrese is the best. The best guy I ever worked is Tyrese. And then,
Like
Shout out Tyrese.
yeah, and then Adam Sandler. So I take two.
I go.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
Adam.
So this
You
is
gotta
the two
be an
guys that
asshole to
are
not like
the best.
Right.
Right.
What makes
Something
them the
gotta be wrong
best?
with you not to
What
like
The
makes
that.
personality, the person can just, you can see in the person's eyes. He can walk to you, say, "How are you doing today? Do you need anything out?" And not just once. Every time he passes by you, he say, "You're right. How he's doing?"
They're not like all Hollywood snobbish.
Or
Like it
Will
was-
Smith shows up. This is a true story. Will Smith shows up and he's Austin Martin. He was Avenue of the Stars. She just so cool, shows up, pushes everybody around. Then he changes, comes on the set, and they shoot this Hitchcock movie. I worked with him.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Oh,
this
that was
guy,
funny.
I love that movie.
this little kids come, all this shit comes, and they were using my Escalade on the scene. It was an Avenue. So I was waiting there on the side, waiting for my shot to be done so I can take my Escalade from the scene. And I'm watching and I'm thinking in my head, this is a nice guy signing for little kids. It was all publicity, but little kids came to him. He was signing pictures and shit. I like outside the scene. You know, it was the shooting right here between these two blocks, but he went to this oldest people taking pictures, signed some pictures. And then he looks at me and then he tells this guy, this bodyguard, something. Then he looks again at me. He tells, I never talked to him. I never approached him, never shake his hand. I'm just telling you exactly what happened. So he looks at me, and then this guy comes to me and says, his bodyguard comes to me and says, are you with the crew? Are you with us? Because Will Smith feels uncomfortable. I'm like, what?
Is it because I'm white?
No, but
white, ain't
I don't think, because there was a white second ID passing by. The director assistant passing by said, "Can you tell this guy that I'm here? They're using my car." He said, "Oh yeah, this guy's with us. He's good." He's like freaking out. Like, what do you think I'm gonna? But
Wow.
And you
some
said this was on
people
are like
the
that.
set of Hancock.
Hitchcock.
It's got
no Hancock.
Hancock.
So wait,
He had a lot of hits.
but he had to be.
You have to.
He had to
I mean,
be
I
an
lost his
asshole in that movie. So do you think maybe it was just
No.
He was just
trying to
that
be a
character.
role?
I think some of these actors, and Will Smith is one of them, they are like scared. They're freaking out. They're over protected. They're scared anywhere they go. And there's some people more calm, more relaxed.
He's
Yeah, when you party with Diddy, I'd be paranoid
I
too.
don't know.
Yeah.
'Cause
It's
I
a
don't-
lot of stuff to be going on.
I'm sorry. Okay, because when I was little, I met Will Smith, so like you can't really say nothing bad about him because I was in his video. But
Hey, there wasn't a good jiggy video.
no, I wasn't in that video.
nah,
But
nah.
I was little.
So that was
little kid.
before he lost his mind. So
And,
Will Smith ain't lose his mind.
I mean, but you know when you have
what do you
to.
mean you slap
being
somebody
with-
at the Oscars? You
being
have
with
to lose
Jada
your
and
mind.
Well, here's a,
No,
He's
that's a
under a lot
whole
of
totally
stress.
different
Being around
situation.
Diddy, you know,
Yeah.
lose
Yeah.
boss
No, it wasn't.
Because the
You got
backstory
Diddy and
behind
Jada.
that was
Which one? That was too many
behind
backstories.
Will Smith hitting Chris Rock. Apparently, when everybody
Jada had
in
a lot
the
of
industry
backstories.
kind of felt like they knew that part
He made
too.
back shots.
Cold cases.
Booty hole murdered. No, I'm just saying. My bad, Will. I love you.
All right.
Jada was
I
wild.
don't know. When I was younger and I met him, it was like the total opposite. But I guess that's what you were saying. Like he was very good, like signing, things for kids and just being a happy-go-lucky person. But again, in the industry, it could change you. Just like again, being a police officer could change you. Anything can change you where you feel like
good
you
way
are
to
not
bring it
like
all the way
normal.
back around. I'm like,
But I also met Tyrese, and I felt like he was a jerk. He was a hole. Like
maybe he wasn't
seriously.
a sweet lady.
I wasn't a sweet lady.
Maybe he was going through divorce, and same time you reminded his ex.
Maybe because I mean, like I
just
really
wanted baby.
just was like, dang, what happened? But the other female that was in the station at the same time, she was very like, oh yes, and then he ended up, putting her like in one of his videos or on his show, as a backup dancer. So maybe it was just me, what I'm saying?
I think we all humans, man. We can have a bad day. Good days. So
Absolutely.
I could be wrong. I could be saying Will Smith is because he had a bad day.
He
He that day and he was that.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's a nice. Or maybe when
I
I work
know.
with
who knows?
Maybe when I work with Adam Sandler, he just broke his leg. He was
Really?
shooting the movie with a broken leg, and he was, and I worked with him for a week, so he was every day cool and fun. But I was watching a video like 6 months ago when he slapped some guy filming him on the street. So everybody has bad days.
Yeah,
He's going through
Jada, you know what I'm saying?
No, not Will Smith. I'm talking to Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler. Now
I feel like he's so accustomed to that Hollywood stuff, and he got his own thing going on. He already know what to look out for. He know. Like you can't treat people like
they've been for 30 years in this industry.
Yeah, like Will Smith do too. Like I think he had a brother moment that night. Like he might have had a little too much sauce.
The backstory behind that was that Chris Rock knew that they were going through some issues and not divorcing, separating. And he reached out to, because you in the industry, you kind of know things that we don't know.
You know what it's like.
Right. You know what it seems
Jada
like.
was over there giving a hand job to the, you know what I mean?
Reached out.
They were studying her backstory.
Or it could be all gossip. But go ahead.
But it could be all gossip. Absolutely. Yeah. But he reached out to Jada like too soon. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to like shoot a shot, and Will felt some type of way about it.
Oh, keep my wife's name out your mouth makes a lot more sense.
Not right. So now,
well, he made a comment about her hair,
and then he made a comment about her hair,
but that was
but when you but when you compound that, I'll let your wife, and then I'm gonna make jokes on her live on stage. Because here's the thing: a lot of people think of it because
they don't know the backstory.
Because this is part of our entertainment portion.
Right.
But we're going, and then after this, we're gonna pay some bills. But this goes, and I gotta give my man shout out Will Smith on this. Everybody said, "Oh, Will Smith's like Chris Rock," but nobody's actually talking about like Chris Rock trying to embarrass this dude on the night he's about to win the Oscar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But there's a limit. I mean, there's the comedy.
I ain't saying what he did.
Wait a minute. First off, Will Smith has been on stage to do comedy before. He know it's comedy. Comedy is just it could be a jab and you could take it that way, but it's just comedy at the end of the day. Like I'm not trying to really be malicious when I'm on stage having fun.
You sound like Jada Smith. That's what she was saying to him that night. It's just comedy, Will.
I mean, it's real though. I mean,
no, but the other thing is they just shot the Williams movie where he had to go through a lot of shit to get in that character.
Yeah, he had to actually get beat up.
Yeah,
like his.
So I can give a little bit of credit that because for 3 or 6 months he was going insane getting in that character, and when like
he compound that.
So then because that's what I think he even said that when he apologized. He said he apologized to Williams. Blah, blah, blah.
And her father was riding for him because they knew how much he did, like the prep for that film. So they still supported him after that. You know what I mean? So I'm just glad he didn't murder nobody.
Don't feel the same. The studios don't feel the same.
Right.
I don't.
He
still went out of his. I think he still was unprofessional. He still went out of his way.
That was unprofessional.
And if I would be at the Oscars in charge, I would escort him out. I would never give him the Oscar.
That was
I
some
don't
Negro
care if he
stuff.
won. You shouldn't be escorted out.
Yeah, I think he still should have.
He got a one little
a
fight, and
Negro
everybody got
activity
scared.
right
Now he don't need to make no movies in Bel Air.
No, it's not that. You keep that in the hood or whatever you
that's
want.
some Negro
This
stuff
is
going on.
one night where people came to celebrate
And
something.
be elegant and be respectful. You know,
And if Hollywood and Oscars can understand the joke, Dude, forget about the hood or any street.
Here's the
You
thing.
get shot.
What Will Smith should have did was, if he had that big a problem with it, if he felt that deep about walking up on stage and hitting somebody, I would have just waited till after the show.
Right.
Like if I was that mad about
You
it,
better do it at the after party.
yeah, like I would have just waited till if I was that upset about it. But then here's the thing: you would have never known by the time you won your Oscar, had a couple of
reputation.
You know.
Right.
So,
But
yeah,
Oscar.
but you would have forgot about it. But like after that's like by the time if he would have just chilled and not got on that stage, I guarantee you nothing would have happened after that because he would have won his Oscar. He would have had some champagne and
but nobody in the world is gonna talk about Will Smith. So it could be
Right.
a stunt, like a publicity stunt.
You think so?
Yeah, every country in the world show him on the front news. I mean, that's worth.
Chris Rock.
You know how much that's worth?
Yeah,
That's
they
worth.
both for their careers. Chris
That's
Rock,
worth-
Jada got a book out now.
Whatever.
Right.
Listen, wherever
Chris
he,
Rock went on a tour.
whatever Will Smith got that night from that, it was worth $1 billion in publicity.
Yep.
So this guy just got that. Look, what's happening in the real world? You work as a teacher, you go to jail, you lose your job. And entertainment, you don't lose your job. You get publicity. You
Yep.
get more money.
You get boosted.
Right,
You
right.
get boosted. Look at anybody, whatever, who was in jail or doing drugs. They all are back, unless they messed up and they can't handle anymore a script or a movie.
Right.
They are better than they were before.
Hell,
That's true.
You have literal killers that become stars going to jail,
Yeah.
which is crazy, right? So in this country, it's just like, yeah, we know how to make our stars, don't we?
I got a question though.
But we got to pay some
Oh,
bills.
okay, pay
Hold
the
that.
bills. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because they ain't
We'll
gonna make
talk
us
about
not
this
stars
off
no
the,
more. We ain't got
thing.
these bills paid.
Mhm.
And this show, TMI Radio, is brought to you by American Income Life Insurance. If you if you're involved in a cold case, or
Will Smith slaps you on the stage.
Will Smith slaps you, you turn you twist your knee trying to run away from a Will Smith slap. You know, like, hey, guess what? My man GT Mayfield and everybody at American Income Life Insurance got your back. You know, whether any injuries, protect your family, protect yourself, because protecting your family is protecting yourself. And protecting yourself is protecting your family with American Income Life Insurance. That's right.
Life insurance.
Protect
Indeed.
yourself from serial killers.
Life. American Life Insurance.
Okay.
All right.
Did he ask you to do that?
Yeah,
No,
no.
just like,
If you
just
don't,
remixed it.
and if you don't get the insurance, Will Smith's gonna slap you.
Right.
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 Better have a
Keep that insurance name in your mouth.
Yes. And on your wife's mouth.
Oh.
All right.
Jada?
On her lip.
Sure that head.
Oh. Wow. We're gonna pay some bills. We'll be back to your Real Radio. My man Vitaly Versace. Are you gonna stick around or are you gonna be rolling out, man?
I have a meeting. I have something else going on.
All right, cool. Before we roll out, give some shout outs, man. Any man, because we want to appreciate you. And you gotta come back, brother. We enjoyed you.
Yeah, I enjoy guys, all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And
Thank you.
it was fun being part of the show.
Cool.
Right on.
You got an open invitation.
Hey, now you got any new films coming out? Anything you want to let the people know, man? Any dope things?
Hell City.
Can I be a part of that?
Shout out
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good one. I was like,
Let's keep filmmaking in Ohio and Cleveland.
Yes,
I think I directed over 13 films in Cleveland, in Ohio. Let's put the whole Ohio because.
Oh, I can't wait to see you the script of this new Hell City episode. Oh man, you're gonna love this one.
Some of them were in Youngstown, so I'll keep the whole Ohio, Northeastern Ohio, and
let's go.
So watch the trailer for Hell City 2023.
Yep.
Brandon wrote the script. A lot of great cast, a lot of
great
good
cast,
people.
man. Like the script works
It's
because
about
the cast is
gangsters
dope.
between Akron, Hoods, and this.
Hoods?
Mafia,
exactly.
between the Italians and
all that
right.
politicians, thug politicians, all that. Yeah, we got the cartel, everything. Yeah, it's America. Like that's what it represents.
It was fun, man, and I think we all should do this every day.
Yes, sir. Hey, beautiful.
We should all be gangster.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, we should create art.
Exactly.
We should live in the hood.
Hey, Tim was about to go out here. Just
I
wreck
ain't
the
going
house.
with that.
We don't even come back on air. Tim was outside. You just heard gunshots. Versace!
I was just getting
Thank you, Versace! You set me free. But, all right, for sure. So
no, we'll spread love. No.
We spread love now.
Spread love.
We shoot with love bullets. So all of you, whatever you are.
Love. No doubt.
It is Sweetest Day.
It is Sweetest Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so let's pay some of these bills. Let's show our sponsors some love. Let's pay some bills. We're going to be right back with more TMI Show on Redline Radio. We got our underground superstars with some good music. And we're going to have some more numbers about some more unsolved murders. We talk about Ohio and unsolved murders. Some more trivia. Don't be an unsolved murder yourself. Make sure you come back to TMI Show on Redline Radio.
The Ohio Wheelman Series is the premier stock car racing series in Northeast Ohio, Michigan, and Indiana. And Redline Radio is proud to sponsor the Ohio Wheelman Series. There's no better way to get your company logo on some of the fastest stock cars in the state. Not to mention, local racers are some of the most loyal people when it comes to supporting our sponsors. Affordable Concrete Solutions is the way to get your driveway looking all spiffy after all them storms we've been having and all the water that's just destroying the concrete on your driveway, sidewalk, or maybe you just want to accent it or maybe just seal it so that doesn't happen again. You can call them today at 440-714-1987 or email affordableconcretesolutions@gmail.com. Well, now you got your parts from Detroit Auto Parts, but who's going to put them on for you? Well, that would be Tuffy Auto Care. It's more than just a slogan. At Tuffy, we stand behind our work and promise that it will be done right, period, or we'll fix it for free. Tuffy is located at 649 Leona Street in Elyria. Your one-stop shop for vaping, CBD, and kratom in Elyria, Ohio is none other than Puff and Roll, your favorite local smoke shop located at 464 at North Abbey Road. You can contact them today, 440-444-4443. Ask for Dave and Dan, and when you do, you mention Redline Radio, and you get 10% off your purchase. AC not blowing cold? Heat not hot enough for you? Give Sensible Solutions HVAC a call, specializing in service, maintenance, repair, and installation. Give them a call today, 440-985-8387. Let's say you ordered a big shipment from Incredible Keepsakes and you need someone to get it to you. Well, that's when you contact All Pro Freight Systems. Large order freight shipping located in Northeast Ohio. One call hauls it all. All Pro Freight Systems located at 1200 Chester Industrial Parkway in Avon. Ask for Matt at 440-933-2222. If you're interested in advertising with Redline Radio, then give Dave a call at 440-503-0828. And for programming information, you can check out Redline Radio LLC.com or any of our social medias, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, X, whatever they're calling it nowadays, Twitch, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And to take Redline Radio on the go to listen to all of our great music and shows, download the Redline Radio LLC Android app at the Google Play Store today.
Hey man, what happened to you?
Look, let me tell you, I crashed my bike, my arms was dragged and mangled and was torn right off.
Holy smokes, what are you going to do now?
Well, luckily, I have the Get Hurt, Get Paid program from American Income Life.
Oh yeah, why is that?
Well, I was in a hospital for 5 days and they paid me for every day I was there. $600. I got a lump sum check for $3,000 for my lost wages and another check for the loss of my arm. $30,000.
Wow, man. I've never heard of American Income Life.
That's because they're union benefits company that's now available for everyone. They have income protection for lost wages, mortgage protection, a college education program that I got my son for $100,000, a life insurance plan that if I die in a Lyft, Uber, train, plane, or any other motor carrier, my family is protected financially for up to $300,000. If that's not including the term of a whole life insurance, plus so many other plans to financially secure your family's future. In fact, all my kids are guaranteed insurable for life, no matter what happens in their future. Whether they develop cancer, start smoking, get arrested, or become critically ill.
Wow, they have cancer protection too?
They got cancer protection, whether you get cancer or you don't get cancer. They pay you either way.
That's amazing. How do I get in on that?
Just call my boy GT at AIL at 330-441-2589 or Cindy at 330-416-8264.
For sure, bro. What was that number again?
That's GT at 330-441-2589 and Cindy at 330-416-8264. Make sure you leave a message because if they don't hear from you, then they can't help you.
That's right. I'm going to call right now.
Look, let's go. DJ nailed it down. Everybody know my name. Fat nigga shit. I ain't never been ashamed. Before we go any further, free C murder and free Mac. And while you at it, free B Jizzle. That's my roots, nigga. That's a fact. I'll be wrecking on my Cleveland shit, nigga. What you know about it?
Really dangerous.
My nigga, I wouldn't doubt it. CHE, we royalty, so greet us as your highness. I'm about to catch a case. This 808 is very violent. I'm about to lose my mind, and I don't think that I'ma find it. You twerk it like that, it make me wanna get behind it.
You twerk it like that, it make me wanna get behind it.
You a superstar. Take a pic so I could sign it. Put that car and park it, let me wheel in your alignment. I told him I'm that nigga, now I guess I gotta prove it. So anything and everything I do, I'm going stupid.
Microphone check, 1, 2, turn me up. DJ in this bitch, so turn this motherfucker up. They say they want that bounce. Who am I to tell them no? It's a motherfucking party. Get your ass out on the floor.
We going dumb. We going dumb. We going Flexer got the lemonade chillin' in the cooler. I done took the day off, man. I'm on my Ferris Bueller. They say they want that bounce. Who am I to tell them no? This nigga in the corner trying to act like he don't know.
Man, who the fuck is that? Oh, that's DJ Nailed It Down. He the one who always used to sing about that Parmesan. CHE, yeah, that's his clique. Man, they think they live and shit. They music hot, but they be acting like they signed and shit.
When they play this in the club, man, they gotta cut a skew. Don't need nobody, you can do it by yourself. Ain't nobody looking at you, so what if they is? If they hating, then they probably mad because they smoking mid. When I say we going dumb, man, I really mean that.
When I say we going dumb, man, I really mean that.
Shawty got me looking, I'm like, where your ring at?
Shawty got me looking, I'm like, where your ring at?
Microphone check, 1, 2, turn me up. DJ in this bitch, so turn this motherfucker up. They say they want that bounce. Who am I to tell them no? It's a motherfucking party. Get your ass out on the floor.
We going dumb. We going dumb. We going dumb. We going dumb. Ah.
niggas in the building. Walk with it. Niggas in the building.
Do that gangster walk.
Niggas in the building. Walk with it. Niggas in the Let's go.
Pick up the water. Man, De Niro, where you at, man? I just pulled up in your city.
I'm about to touch down in the city. Yeah, I know. We don't play around in the city. Yeah, I know. You get put down in the city. Yeah, I know. I'm 10 toes down in the city. Let them know. I'm about to touch down in the city. Yeah, I know. We don't play around in the city. Yeah, I know. You get put down in the city. Yeah, I know. I'm 10 toes down in the city. Ain't no cap, my name solidified. 10 toes off on that street. Get her a job, pay her rent. I put these bitches off on their feet. About to lean on this track and put codeine off on that street. Ain't no cap, hit the roof and I got the fame off on that beat. I go deep when I be stroking. Now she scream. She got a beat. I made $1,000 yesterday, but still that ain't about your shit. Till they pull up and shut down every place that you be. In the kitchen with the left and I serve it right back to the street. Stay low key, hit that play and then I'm right back to the east. I got run packs for the cheap. You don't grind, then you don't eat, and that's on me. Yeah, I'm about to touch down in the city. Yeah, I know. We don't play around in the city. Yeah, I know. You get put down in the city. Yeah, I know. I'm 10 toes down in the city. Let them know. I'm about to touch down in the city. Yeah, I know. We don't play around in the city. Yeah, I know. You get put down in the city. I'm in your city, wanted about to pull up. They all know, shitting on them since was in the pull up. 216, before we ball for the chip. I was calling for a whip. Like a whisk, I was all in the mix. Grams, go so pure, you can't touch it in hand. When 50 a jack, this hustle's ambition. With these out of town plates, sticks got ammunition. Market price, yeah. Wait. So tell your dog what you're looking for. We got everything in the cookie store. On light cola, what's you doing for? For the money, what we're doing for? Yeah. 3 cell phones, no office. Getting off these bills of crawfish. Crime and time, we lawless. And every diamond be flawless. I'm about to get put down in the city. Yeah, I know. I'm 10 toes down in the city. Let them know. I'm about to touch down in the city. Yeah, I know. We don't play around in the city. Yeah, I know. You get put down in the city. Yeah, I know. I'm 10 toes down in the city.
Yeah. Already know I'm about to talk my shit. You go.
I ain't one of these niggas who think you getting up on. I chopped a ripping through his ass, he made a styrofoam. My niggas active when it's smoke, no, we don't sit at home. Why you ain't round for your dog, but he in every song. These niggas kicking up with snitches when they know they told. These niggas pillow talking bitches, breaking all the codes. Heard he the toughest in the city, how that nigga fold. My life a real fucking movie, yours an episode. Hey, I just cut my dog off, I had to play it smart. I couldn't take him on this ship, I feel like Noah's Ark. I guess you tell a nigga no, they take it to the heart. I tried to tell his ass we could have been superstars. Fuck it,
It's chopper shooting like karate class. I'm on the killing spree, bitch, I'm feeling body bags. These bullets tied up on a nigga, get his body tagged. And I'm a real killer, hook me to a polygraph. Bitch, it ain't no one-on-one, me and my niggas jumping ops. 30 shooting away from across the street, I got him jumping blocks. Let a nigga come and reach for this, I bet he getting shot. In love with my money and my guns, think I might tie the knot. Police on my ass, so on my videos, I say they cops. Tweaking with the gang, and it's 100 ways that he can die. Get a bitch, then fuck it, then I'm chopping out the fucking spot. Had to dump the foreign, cause my younger, ayy. When I shoot that chopper, it be twerking, ayy. I'm with the gang, we off the ops, it got me swerving, ayy. Ayy, who behind me? They go 12, it got me nervous, ayy. Where I'm from, you wanna strike, you gotta earn it, ayy. Don't be no press up on that, but you gotta burn it, ayy. I ain't know that plug talk, I had to learn it, ayy. My niggas calling from them jails, I'm trying to murder, ayy. Ayy, a nigga cross me, then he done for. Free my nigga, and bitch, I'm heartless, what the fuck I'm showing love for, gang.
Una vez más me tocó escribir otra canción, hablando de lo nuestro. Un gran dolor abriendo todo esto que siento. Ya no aguanto más, explicando el motivo de mi adiós. La razón por qué todo terminó. Ya no pienso volver, se acabó. Y juro no volver a caer en tus juegos. Ya no quiero hablar, ni mucho menos pelear. Te juro que hoy es el final. Aunque me sienta muy triste, ahora del corazón solo hay cicatrices. Y hoy me voy, aunque me falta el aire. Y hoy me voy, aunque sienta morirme. Mírame, mis ojos lo dicen. Ahora del corazón solo hay cicatrices. Oh, 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 oh. Me pienso marchar y no mirar hacia atrás. Ni una lágrima más voy a derramar. Esta guerra nos va a matar. Por ese motivo me voy a marchar. Ya no quiero hablar, ni mucho menos pelear. Te juro que hoy es el final. Aunque me sienta muy triste, ahora en el corazón solo hay cicatrices. Hoy me voy, aunque me falta el aire. Y hoy me voy, aunque sienta morirme. Mírame, mis ojos lo dicen. Ahora en mi corazón solo hay cicatrices. Oh, oh, oh,
just like crack. Come back. We're going to keep on coming back. Welcome back to the TMI show on Red Line Radio. Oh, I got my shades off. Y'all can't see my eyes.
Uh-oh. Oh, see ya.
Okay. Big shout out to my man Vitaly Versace for stopping by. Emmy nominated, but award-winning to me director. And he will be back directing the next Hill City season along with my man Dave Walker. Big shout out. Big shout out Leah. She be behind that camera, you know what I'm saying, doing her 1-2. You feel me? And she done shot some amazing photos, you know what I'm saying, for the team. And make sure y'all get her, like, hey, give yourself a shout out. Let them know where they can get you on some graphics, you know what I'm saying, and some photos.
For sure. You guys can follow me on Instagram at Graph Queen Media. You can find me there on Instagram and Facebook, Graph Queen Media. Don't forget, we got our photo shoot this Sunday.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Meet us at that cemetery downtown.
4 to 6,
4 to
Erie
6.
Street Cemetery, downtown. Come dressed to kill.
Literally. And also, got to give a big shout out to my man Ryan over at Hyundai Bedford. My man helped me get into a new ride. And if you're looking for a new ride, you know what I'm saying, make sure you slide right on down to Hyundai in Bedford. Holla at my man Ryan, get yourself in a new car. You know what I'm saying, off your credit straight. They are not playing no games. All right. So getting back to it, unsolved murders, 187s, TMI, too much information, too many interrogations. Or what's today's? Too many. Oh, okay, cool. All right, too many investigations. You know what I'm saying?
Interrogations.
And separations.
I was thinking about all the I words. I
Really?
thought about that because I read what you said. And so I just went down the list like.
I too was thinking about that.
You were investigating.
Thanks for taking some initiative.
Oh, sorry.
Indeed. Oh, indeed. There's another hour.
Oh, look at that.
They just coming down. It's just flowing out, huh? All right. So
that'd be a fire show. Too much indeed.
Too much indeed. And we have things that's indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Not indeed.com though.
Because they send all them emails in a day.
They do. I be like, what the? Come on now. Didn't I tell you I got the job?
Indeed. Y'all gonna have to chill. I done had a job for a whole year. Y'all still send me application. And I still open them like, stop harassing your opportunities.
Right. Y'all stalking us.
So they hit you with like, yeah, this job paying $100,000. But then you get up there like, yeah, you can make up to $100,000 if you get outside and sell all day. Like, yo.
If I ever go missing,
it's all up to you.
Right. And speaking of which, let's get back to the numbers. So the states with the homicide rates compared to the cold cases, aka the clearance rate. All right, now we said Alabama, 20,591 homicides with the 60% clearance rate. And I'm gonna go through this list quick. We got Alaska with 2,353 murders and 77%.
Yes,
I
Alaska.
thought you was going to say 77 solved.
If you were in Alaska and it's cold as hell outside, hell ain't
and it's
cold.
dark, and it's dark for 30 days of the year.
I thought it was 6 months of the year.
Or it's 30 days a night. It is like six. Yeah, it is
6
like
months of the year that you're dark.
Jesus
that is dark
Christ.
and cold.
Is that every year?
It's every year.
Yeah, people gonna get murdered out there.
And they're dying.
It ain't that many people, and that's the thing. That murder, that rate of 2,353, that's actually a lot compared to the population in Alaska,
but
where people live at.
It could also be because of bears.
Lions
Not the
Polar bears.
Yeah, polar bears.
Polar bears, and they hunt humans.
And right, because they're hungry too.
And a lot of those neighborhoods, and I was actually doing research on Alaska's murders and why, and actually compared to their population, they have a high murder rate. The reason why is because they have so many little towns that spread out in these desolate areas because of the weather, that when a murder happens, it takes forever for the police to get to them, or they can't get to them at all.
That makes sense.
And then they exactly now 77% of them are solved because there's also ain't that many people. So you look around like, yeah, I know you did it. Like you're the only person here. Like come here. Like it's cold. You weren't able to go too far, was you?
I saw you.
I saw you. Your footprints. Your car is stuck in the snow. Like driven off the road. The blood is still on your clothes.
And the evidence froze. So
Right
it's
there,
like
it's
in
just-
perfect tact.
Right there, everything is just perfect. The body's still like cold. Like, you will not get away with a murder in Alaska.
Not at all.
70%. All right, then we got Arizona, 16,889 murders since 1975 to 2020, with a 64% clearance rate.
It's too hot. It's too hot.
Fact.
They
Too
be
hot.
mad
Dry
when you
heat.
hot. Yeah, it's hot outside. Don't
Arkansas.
touch
No,
it.
you know,
he
I'm gonna
make
tell you
you
what is in
angry.
Arizona.
angry.
Why they be dying for real? They be going out there hiking. They don't be taking no water with them.
But that's dehydration, not murder. You just
Listen,
you gonna
you
murder somebody because
murder
you're thirsty?
yourself,
Yeah,
right?
murder.
You took yourself out that day.
That was
I wanna go on
suicide. It ain't
120
homicide
degree
at this
day
point.
in the woods. I mean, in the desert.
The good old
Death
Arkansas.
Valley every day.
I had 10,580 homicides in that span with 77% clearance rate.
Arkansas, you said?
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Then we got
Hold
California.
up. Wait.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about the Arizona thing though, real quick.
Okay. Let's think about it.
If you drive somebody out to the desert and abandon them there without no water, that could be
That is
considered
That
murder.
is murder right there.
That
You
is
know
murder.
what's gonna happen.
That is murder because you will just
There's
die
the
out there.
intent.
The intent. Facts.
Yeah.
You better hope they don't walk back. All right.
They ain't walking
Hydrate.
nowhere.
That's like, right. You thirsty? An hour later, damn it, I'm dead. Shit,
No, it's
hot as hell out
serious.
there.
Yes.
It's over with.
For real.
Hey, that's like one of the worst ways to die.
Yeah.
Is to get in the desert.
In the desert.
Oh my God.
Everybody
Oh,
look the
yeah.
same. Right.
Well, I would be mad as hell if somebody killed me just by dropping me off in the desert. I would actually, I would run after that car until I die. Like, straight up. I don't die from running because I'm chasing.
You chasing they dust.
I'm just mad. Just he died from yelling and running. You said motherfucker too many times. I didn't know you could die from saying the word motherfucker. Apparently he did.
The last one album.
You can.
Motherfucker.
Holding your first thing is cute.
Facts, like man, don't you dare F like man. You gotta really want to. I'm gonna drop you off in the desert. Like, they just driving. You see them in the rear view. They just running. You just driving. You have the power to stop the car.
You in a mirror like
You got a bottle of water.
You just smoked a blunt with them on the way there.
You done turned up the music. You don't even hear
hydrating
that.
him all the way
Right.
out.
Turn up the music. You don't hear that screams no more. Getting jiggy with it. No. We should not have this much more with murder.
Right.
Right.
It's terrible.
California had 131,113 homicides. So basically, if you move to California, you're gonna die.
They was talking out there. You ain't part of they set.
62% of the out of those homicides were cleared.
How many?
62%.
Okay.
Okay. Then we got Colorado, 9,928. 68%.
That's some people getting
Colorado.
slow.
Colorado. Connecticut. 6,932.
Y'all out there doing reenactment.
With a 73% clearance rate. I'm gonna go back and make sure clearance don't mean like they still unsolved. Like they got 73% murders unsolved.
They always word it.
I'm gonna have to double check because
we just assume that we know what it means because we heard that word.
the police in each one of these states is like, you know what? Damn, we did not do that good of a job, but thanks.
We put you on air.
Yeah, keep on selling them numbers backwards.
Right.
Make us look good. All right, now we got Delaware, 2,160.
Delaware?
Yep.
Where's Delaware? That's the state.
It's like in the corner of the country.
Maine and all that.
Yeah.
That's
New
not
York
a city,
somewhere.
That's a state.
No, that's a state. It's the size of a city, but it's a state.
Facts.
Facts.
What
72%.
cities are in Delaware? Who knows?
Only people from
I don't know.
Delaware.
That's a good question.
Hit us up and win 50 cents of my money if you know the capital of Delaware.
And don't Google it.
And that's the taxes. That's going to be
What's
28
in
cents.
What cities are in Delaware?
I'm trying to figure out
Oh,
what
where
Delaware something. No, Massachusetts is a state too.
that is a state. Crap, y'all.
Oh,
that's
man.
in Boston.
Please, y'all, let's not show our education levels right here. Delaware is in Massachusetts.
Delaware is in Massachusetts.
No,
I was like, what?
Oh God!
Everybody in Delaware, they mad as hell with us right now.
TMI about to take a geography course after this.
I'm good at geography. I forgot.
Man, we might get a sponsor to just give us a tour of the country one time. Because we damn near we need it. Like,
Sponsor our tour.
we are butchering the map right now, Lord.
Swear.
All right, we got Washington, D.C., 13,096 murders with a 62% clearance rate.
Well, y'all had to put
Washington is
DC behind it.
It's super
So
ghetto.
now,
Florida, 57,181 murders with a 66% clearance rate.
that's some gators.
66?
Yep.
Them gators just throw you right
that is.
into the river.
And
Just,
them
Yes.
Them
Hey, let's go.
anacondas.
let's go
Them
ahead
big
and catch some
snakes out there.
crawfish. Why are we catching crawfish in the middle of the night, Jimmy? No reason. I mean, it's not like I know you slept with my wife or anything. Like, I mean,
What?
I didn't sleep with your cousin. I mean, it's like, I just gave you a whole scenario.
You did.
That's that film actor, writer in you right there.
Right there. Oh, the improv right there.
Yeah.
All right, now let's go to the lovely state of Georgia. Georgia Peaches. 34,480 murders with a 65% clearance rate for Georgia. 34,000 murders.
I wonder why. A whole town, maybe. Who knows?
Hawaii. Let's throw a little trivia out here. Hawaii. Would you say over or under 1,000?
Over.
I would say under, because there are happy people out there, even though they're on an island and they can't really go anywhere and everything's expensive as hell. It's still like beautiful.
So you got broke people.
And it is a lot of broke people, but what a wonderful place to be broke in. Like,
right though. Like I went out to Venice Beach when I was in California. I saw happy homeless people.
Yeah. Yes.
Like the weather was perfect.
Right.
Like we're at night. They're out there singing songs and
right.
smoking joints and they got their little fire pit going.
Right.
And they got the best street homeless food you ever had in your life. I was like, man, can I get a piece of that corn? We don't know where your hands been.
Clearances don't mean solved.
Oh,
I'm looking at the murder.org right now.
I see the graph though, like the graph, and it's red.
Yeah.
Non-negligent manslaughter. What does it mean? All right, here we go. Note 1. The number of unsolved homicides was estimated for skip. Where does it say that? Because thank you, Fidelity. Because man, we was giving these cops too much credit. I love this show. Damn it, they found out. Yes.
Damn it, Billy.
Clearance means they cleared it out the system as far as an unsolved murder. Is that what I mean? Is it a cold case?
That's just like how the dude in the map was cleared technically, but it said it's unsolved. Basically, I mean, there's no.
Yeah, so I guess if it's not solved, then it's unsolved. So I
clear.
guess that's what the
We
were like, yay, and then now it's like, dang.
Not a homicide test is like, turn it off. Turn this damn show off.
They
figured it out.
Damn it, Deli.
Now where was I? Damn it, Deli. That's a new name. Well, all the cops, they're going to have a t-shirt that says, damn it, Deli. They're going to eat at deli. Give me that deli sandwich. Extra sour cream and salt.
That sounds like a cool restaurant.
Damn it, Deli.
Yeah, Damn it, Deli.
Hey, just remember who helped you get that.
Damn it.
65% of the proceeds. All right, we got Hawaii. And if you said over 1,000, guess what? There was a few more angry Hawaiians than what you thought. Because there was 2,119 murders out there in Hawaii with a 66% clearance rate.
When paradise ain't paradise.
Was that a haka call? I mean, what was?
Yeah, I never heard that noise ever in my life.
I was right there.
What was
They
that?
were spinning the fire.
I thought Chip tell you something on the board.
Yeah,
Right, though.
Right. They're doing a little out there.
You can go on America's Got Talent with that.
Hey, let's go.
This is her nature call. Like I don't even know what to call that.
That was her
And we gonna walk outside,
right
it's gonna be
there.
aliens floating all around the building.
ancestors.
You don't call them aliens and angels.
That was from the Afrikaners for real. Like,
You know, hit up the double A's, aliens and angels. Ooh, I'm gonna write a movie, Aliens and Angels. Ooh, that would be a good movie.
What if
Ooh.
in the end the aliens are the angels?
Ooh. Or the demons. Ooh, or the angels are the demons. And the aliens are the angels, actually.
Don't
Oh!
be trying to steal that.
It's right here recorded live on TMI, so you can't steal shit.
So you gotta have a.
And this is Bro Ops LLC, trademark by Brandon X Bell Incorporated.
He said, mine.
Yeah, that's right. All legal terms over here, baby. Nothing but paperwork going this way.
Period.
Facts. Oh man! Oh, I'm about to write that script. No, I am amped up about that. So get Archangel Michael and Will Smith. Like, Will Smith is right, man. I want to be in that movie. You say aliens?
Hey, no, for real.
I'm there.
Like, a lot of alien movies. Though. Yeah.
And I'm gonna have Versace get me Tyrese on the line.
Yeah.
Straight up. All right.
Gabriel.
So, straight up though, he'll be an angel. The dramatic, like, man, come on, bro. Stop crying.
Ooh, like
You an angel, bro. Stop crying, dog.
Y'all sensitive.
Really? I'll have you on my halo. Shout out Tyrese, man. I still remember you from the Coca-Cola commercials, B, when you were singing on the bus.
That's around the time that I met him, and he was just very thoroughly rude. Like that man was rude as hell. And then I was listening to the Breakfast Club.
Sponsor the show.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Tyrese, Fast and the Furious 10. Holla at me, man.
Period. I still want to be on Fast
Holla at me, man.
Yeah, I can be, you know.
Don't be rude though, Tyrese. Don't be rude. Because I got Selena's back all the way, bro. Like, like I'm bald head around here, bro. I'm the bald head chocolate around here, bro. Watch out. Watch out.
But maybe that was an isolated incident.
Maybe.
So, you know.
Maybe. It was Fast and the Furious. All right, so after Hawaii, we have Idaho. Idaho. Oh, you the hoe. Idaho and you the hoe. Hey, and Idaho, apparently they don't care at all.
They don't.
Because they have 1,823 homicides with an 81%.
They the
Oh.
They're like, what?
They said that just happened.
Yeah.
Right.
So hold on, let me go back. So Arkansas with your 77% ass, you suck. Alaska, you suck. It's cold too. Like y'all just murdering each other and it's cold. Like
cold.
bro.
I don't feel like
They mad because they cold.
They mad because they cold.
And it get
that's
dark.
facts. That's
Right.
us.
They ain't got that much food. They can't
Right.
go nowhere. It's
Right.
dark. It's
That
quiet.
gotta be
like,
stressful.
that's stressful.
That's stressful.
I would never want to live
Illinois,
there.
Oh, we already know.
We said that.
Yeah.
actually,
Don't say
50,000 murders,
Okay.
50,693 homicides with a 35% clearance rate.
Well, that's good. That's better.
35%. That's way better than
Way
what I
better
thought.
And what we
Yeah.
thought, what we was thinking
Wow.
before.
But you know, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. They be more worried about things like that, you know, instead of like worried about drugs. Like you can
Yeah.
have like pounds of weed in your car.
Because you want to
They
know
don't
why?
care.
I ain't gonna lie. Not to even get into that conversation. They got the strictest gun laws, right? So if you got the strictest gun laws, you got all these homicides with guns. It's easy to trace them.
Right.
It's like fingerprints right there. Like,
Right.
That's
Yeah.
true.
That's
hey,
true.
there was like 8 guns here. Like, guess what? We found 5 of them over here. Like they belong to you. Like,
They
easy.
dumbasses. They shot and then they dropped them. I don't know why, but
Right.
okay.
It's like 10 guns out here. We know they all came from you. Like, old block. Like, geez. All right, so now we got Indiana. 18,437 murders. Indiana.
That's what they don't say.
With a 58% clearance rate.
Oh my.
So it's like
Oh.
50-50 if you know, if you get murdered out there,
58,
half of the time I might find it.
42.
Yeah, 58%.
Probably can't-
48 of that is in Gary.
Facts. Facts. Gary is terrible, man. If you go to Gary, Indiana, they will shoot you just for coming there.
Who is you?
Like, they'll see your car as soon as they see your place. Bah, 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 bah. Straight up. Straight up. Gary do not play. Like Gary is. They got a whole. You can't even say gangster in Gary. It's beyond gangster. It's like you just say Gary. Like, bro, you ain't gangster. You Gary. Like, that's you a whole nother level of killer if you Gary.
So what's their numbers?
I mean, like, because Gary's a small area, right? But they don't say the numbers. That was just the area of
They
Indiana.
shot the reporter.
But we got
They shot the person, the census
They
person.
shoot the
who's
homicide
going
detectives. Like the killer wait until the homicide detective come investigate the crime and shoot him too.
No.
There ain't no way they can investigate.
Body shooting you.
For real, ain't no way you can investigate the crime if the homicide detectives are dead too. Like,
Now the corners.
I'm just gonna wait here and pick them off as they come and investigate. Like,
Well, they hiring. At least you know that.
Stay employed.
Right.
this is horrible. This is terrible, man. We're just having too much fun with this. Iowa comes in with 3,051 with a 73% clearance rate.
I know.
Dang.
And it's like a wide open area out there in Iowa too. Like,
Right, and a
them
lot of
wide open states,
cornfields.
you can get murdered out there and they won't find you.
You be in a cornfield and you
Somebody
could
will be
just get
murdering you
lost
from
in a
500
cornfield.
yards away.
Like,
That's what like the
That's
horror movies
scary.
feel like they
That's
take place. So
scary,
like
yeah.
them serial killers, that's where they be. They be in them weird ass, and that's why a lot of these unsolved murders. Because how you gonna find some murders if you got like a weird dude staying off in the mountains and just picking off hikers? You know what I'm saying?
Jeepers creepers.
And you got a little.
and you just assume that they got lost or
You
that
feel
they
me?
ran out of food or they got
Nah.
attacked by something or
Yeah, they got attacked
whatever.
by
So they just
somebody.
gonna assume it until they finally somebody else finds that person. But
Right.
yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. All right, next we have Kansas.
Ew, gross.
5,000. Hey, Kansas is a decent
No,
state.
it's
I drove through
horrible.
Kansas.
Not
Come on
drove through,
vacation,
though.
leave
I
on
did.
probation. That's
I love
Kansas.
Kansas.
What?
Yeah,
That's their
facts though.
slogan?
Yeah, like it was a
Did
couple
that
of these.
happen to you?
Never been to
Oh
Kansas.
yes.
Girl, because you said that with like such like your
Conviction.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah, your face
I
was
believe
like,
you.
Yeah.
Just know.
You're not in Kansas anymore.
Right, you're not in
No
Kansas
place
anymore.
like Dorothy.
And you say that, you wake up in Cleveland, and it's like, damn.
Every time. I was just playing. Hold on.
Take me back. I want to go back.
What's it about? It's just it's like the TV show Prison. All right, straight up. All right, next we got Kansas. We got 5,819 murders with a 65% clearance rate.
That's some soldiers.
It ain't that many people in Kansas either.
Mm-mm.
I wonder what it's like to live in Kansas.
A lot of tornadoes.
They just killing each other.
Man, the tornadoes will take you out.
Yeah.
In Oklahoma and Kansas.
Like your house still up, mine ain't.
Depends on where you
I need that.
I need that, yo.
Really?
Your house is looking really might untwist her.
You got support beams, don't you?
Yo, say.
What?
I see no
I
shots.
went outside and it was passing by on the highway. I
Oh,
did that one time. I was on a
we
driving
getting to
from
some good ones
Cincinnati
here.
to Cleveland, Ohio, and I saw the tornado come out the sky, and I was like, "Ain't no tornadoes in Ohio." But I drove straight.
That dog was creeping on the come up like the whole place
It was
already.
right behind me. It was
If
off
I
about
know,
that
don't
night.
exist.
I didn't know my car was shaking. It was raining. I couldn't see shit. I was like, "I'm gonna just get home." My mama said.
You just telling yourself, I'm in the air because I got my car got these new tires.
It was,
Like
it was the hydroplane from the rain.
These tornado resistant tires right here.
Straight up, these tornado tires, because it's allowed me to just be right here in the middle of the cyclone. Like I see a cow flying,
Swine.
like straight up. This is like, oh, this must be what a ride is like at Jogger Lake or something. All right. So we got Kentucky. Has anybody ever been to Kentucky?
People under the stairs.
I have.
I stopped.
I have too. I done heard things.
True story.
Weird.
I did a film out of Kentucky. It was my first time doing a movie out of Kentucky. And the set I was out there on, me and my partner, we drove out there. And the set was next door, it was right around the corner from like a little corner store. And so we wanted to get some shells and, get a little drink. We had a long ride, like 9 hours. We was down there in Louisville. And so, everybody, they filming, they doing their thing. So we like, all right, cool, let's just walk around the corner. We walk around the corner, we go to the store, we walk back. And it's at night, right? We get back. And we was at the store kind of lollygagging, kind of looking to see what we wanted to buy. So we was at the store for like maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? We get back. Everybody's crying. And, oh, my God, where'd you guys go? Where'd you guys go? You can't do that here. You cannot. You are two black guys. You cannot go walking. And the set is all white people.
For you.
Yeah.
They just knew y'all got lynched. Yeah.
Straight
y'all
up.
was in a tree somewhere hanging.
Fact. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Like, you cannot, and that was the thing. Do not go walk. If you're black, and that's crazy. If you're black, do not go walking around at night in Louisville.
Walking while black.
Because you could literally get picked up and took off. Yeah. And here's the thing, Kentucky, and driving through Kentucky, guess what? There are so many areas where they will not find your ass.
Yep.
Like they will dump you on the side because guess for one thing, we all think that all of these places and these cities and these states got all these police officers. They don't. Some towns got like 3 police officers. You feel me? Yeah. And if you get dumped on the side of the road in a cornfield, guess what? It's going to be forever before they find you. You know what's going to find you first? The buzzards. And the animals. And then by that time they pick up your ass, guess what?
Ain't nothing left.
Ain't nothing left.
Your bones is left.
But no, they're going to take the bones too. The bones are scattered all across the forest and all across Cleveland's cornfield. Like, it's over with.
Like, I was wondering why the corn wasn't growing over there.
No, that fertilize corn. Like, trust me, you help fertilize the corn. Congratulations, you're a stalk. Slob on my knob means a whole totally different thing in Kentucky.
It was high.
So it has nothing to do with corn?
No, it's their bodies in their field. So 12,916. I'm sorry.
Corn on the cob. Slob on my knob like corn on the cob.
Okay, we're going to talk about this.
Murders. Yeah, let's get back to it. Had to segue to more killing. All right, so Kentucky. Kentucky has 12,916 murders with a 74% clearance rate. That's high as hell. Go to Kentucky, you're going to die. And ain't nobody going to find out about it. Like, I'm not doing another movie in Kentucky. Hey,
how are they going to know?
I will, but man, I'm going down there. I have to go down there deep like the Wayans. Like, we all going down there like,
right.
Yeah.
Like, for real. And I'm going to have like Christmas lights on me. So I'm seeing everywhere.
You have little jingles, little
bells and everything. Like, you hear when they took me. They got my black ass. Click, 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 click. Haha, Cletus got you. Oh. I'm alerting everybody.
Step on that jangling.
Thanks.
I just shot off a flare.
Next week, we got we got Louisiana. 30,106 homicides because Louisiana is actually not a big state. You know what I'm saying? You know, but with a 65% clearance rate. So you kill somebody down there, it's a good chance you can get away with it. All right, we got Maine.
Not
good old Maine. Maine. Shout out Terrence Howard.
Hey, Mike.
Say, man.
Hey, Mike.
Say, Mike. Hey, Mike.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, Mike. Hey, we got 100. We got 1,000. No, I said 100,000 damn.
Right.
That's like the whole damn state.
Dang, man.
No, man, we only got 1,337 murders out here, Mike. But guess what? In Maine, it's an 80% clearance rate.
Dang.
Oh, man.
One
Them
day
police do
ahead.
not care.
What's going on?
Because you don't want to know why? The ocean is right there.
Oh, yeah, man.
And
They out of here.
You shark bait.
Ooh,
Send
all
them
them
upstream.
crabs.
You
Them
shark
and
food.
some.
Hey,
So
how
what?
many butchers are on the shore?
Them shark butchers and they be catching the
Oh,
tunas
yeah,
and stuff.
so
They could,
They be out
yeah.
there, they're feeding
It's
them
so
bodies to
weird.
them damn
Yeah.
lobsters,
Yeah.
making them lobster
They be
rolls.
using
Yeah, that's how they get all them lobsters and big swordfish and
Wow.
tuna
Why they
fish.
be so
Yep.
sweet and good?
Oh,
Dang.
excellent.
I'm still gonna eat me some caviar.
Period.
I'm still eating my
And
buttered
they like, yep, and we gonna keep on serving you the 80%.
We're like, that ain't caviar,
80%
girl.
Negroes.
I ain't going to McDonald's.
We
That's,
got
that's
Maryland.
nigga pupils.
Right.
Maryland. Ooh, Maryland be out here murdering shit.
Maryland should be low.
25,164 murders with a 68% clearance rate.
That's because y'all ain't got no Walmart.
In Boston.
Oh, speaking of Boston, well, that's not Boston. Maryland, that's Maryland. Boston is next in Massachusetts.
Oh.
And surprisingly, they only
They're
have
close to each other, though, right? Boston and Maryland.
I'm trying to think.
Okay,
I mean, they got
I'm sorry,
M's.
y'all.
It's like
never mind.
I get them confused sometimes too.
Never mind.
I get them confused.
Just
Like
playing. Maybe I wasn't.
don't nobody Maryland. Don't Maryland. Man, I love Maryland. Shout out to all our fans in Maryland. Y'all got. All right, Massachusetts is next. They only had 9,978 homicides
Holy.
with a 61% clearance rate. So, you know, hey, they don't have that many murders.
So they don't really care about it.
Yeah.
They be like, let's go.
They killing all the people that did.
They killing all the
Care.
people
Ooh,
that they
Michigan.
really like about.
Let's go,
life.
Michigan.
Uh-oh,
Michigan.
Michigan, like what?
44,148
What's that?
with a 54%
Oh, my
clearance
God.
rate. That's actually pretty low
That is.
What?
for Michigan.
24,000.
But that's a lot of people.
No,
You said
it's 44,148.
That's a lot of murders.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, for Michigan,
54% clearance rate. That means that 54% of
half of the murders.
Dang.
what about that is good.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's where the 20. Okay, I get it.
Uh,
Type up.
313. Shout out Detroit, man. I love Detroit. That's actually a really dope city, though.
Really gangster. I had
I
this
love my
dude
family in Detroit.
that I was riding with in my car, and I had some big dog chains because I used to breed dogs and stuff. So I just had like big, thick chains or whatever. And he got in my car. He's like, "What the hell you got these chains in your car for?" But the way he was saying it, I was like, "For my dogs." He was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Well,
Where my
what
dogs?"
did you
He thought he was
think
about to
they
be a
was in my
victim.
car for?" You know, he's like, "I'm from Detroit.
He's like, I'm about to be part of the
beating
clearance rate.
everything." I'm like, "So you think I'm just riding around with just chains to just beat somebody with some chains? Like that's crazy."
Yeah, Detroit, they down for that.
They down for that.
They have a
all
thing
of
called
that.
Devil's Night, where it's just like they just go out and just all out, like
with the chains. I
Right.
was like, "No, that's for my dogs." Okay.
right.
Where your dogs at?
Where your dogs
Right,
at?
where my dogs
Detroit is so hard. It just automatically made people think Eminem killed at least 2 people. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's from Detroit? Yeah, he crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Detroit. Wow, man. I got a quick Detroit story. The first time I went out to Detroit, it was for Cleveland versus Detroit hip hop battle. I was like 18. And we stopped at a McDonald's. And apparently, they at random places, they just have a Detroit welcome team there. And it's like 10 of us. Shout out Suave Gotti because he was there too. Drastic, no, not Drastic. My man Super Dre was there. Shout out T Better, he was there. And we get off the bus. We're going to the McDonald's. We come out, there's like 40 people just waiting for us. Like,
wow.
Just waiting.
In a bad way?
Yes, in a bad way.
Oh.
It wasn't like, hey, welcome to Detroit. It was like, hey, what the hell are you doing?
Shoot, I don't know
Yeah, like type of, it was wild, like straight up. And
Gary out here.
we almost got into a fight there, and then we went to when we got to the club, and it was called the Magic Stick. And we
wait a minute.
Magic Stick.
Wait a minute, bro.
It was, I know,
wait a minute, bro.
I should have said that. It was, I should have said
You
that.
should have admitted that from the story.
I should have.
Y'all went to a club.
Close. It's not my fault. That's not my club, okay? I didn't name it.
From McDonald's to Magic Stick, okay?
Right.
Does that sound like a good story?
I wasn't ready.
Stop. I don't know.
I stopped. I was over. So basically, long story short, we almost got in a fight again. All right, cool. All right.
Over the magic sticks.
Stick wasn't so magic.
What are you gonna get into a fight off? Was it about the magic stick?
No, it wasn't. No,
You never know, though.
there was no magic. It was
like,
no sticks. I'm sorry.
It's not working.
I think they renamed the club like they renamed the club. They renamed the club like nothing but titties or something. Like, come on, like I'm just saying. All right. So moving on. Let's get the hell up out of Michigan. Let's ride up out of Michigan, goddamn. I almost got myself killed out here.
With the magic stick.
Bring it home. Bring it
Not the magic stick.
Let me roll up out of here.
McDonald's, like what?
Damn you, Michigan.
3 M's. McDonald's, Magic Stick, Michigan. Okay.
Hey, murder.
Someone's about to get murdered. I don't know what.
You're gonna get murdered in Michigan at the Magic Stick.
Murder Stick. Yeah. I like
that.
Oh,
McDonald's, okay?
Magic murder stick.
Yeah, I like that. Magic murder.
Bro, you didn't have no reservations against going to.
No, because at the time, that was before Paul's in no homo. So we just had to think about it.
Ooh-wee. Oh my goodness.
Oh
Oh my goodness.
All right.
All right, y'all. Maintain.
Talking about murder stick.
Maintain.
Alright, so we moving past the magic stick.
This is
The stick of magic.
our show is literally a
Murder
Crying. He's crying.
Listen,
Murder stick.
this is society right now, okay?
Magic murder stick. Now, magic murder stick.
We're talking about murder and we're laughing crying. This is terrible. What have you done to us, American society?
The desensitization is real.
It's real. It's real.
Yeah, we from Cleveland. We've been through so much. You gotta laugh.
Right.
You gotta laugh.
have to.
You ain't laughing. You probably doing something
You
else
probably one out
unhealthy
there
for
that's on
yourself.
this unsolved they looking for.
Facts.
I ain't tried it yet.
Now we got, okay. You know something I just realized? This thing is in alphabetical order.
Yeah,
Because
bring
I'm
it
like,
home. That's why I gotta say bring it home.
because why I keep on seeing M after M after M after M. Oh, now I'm like, okay, M N. Oh, it's alphabetical order.
That's stand for the
And this is
magic
live on
murder
camera.
Murder stick, okay? That's okay.
Jeez.
The magic murder McDonald's stick. Like, activate.
In Minnesota, because that's where we at next. A magic murder stick from Michigan.
The mixed stick.
When you got murdered
That went
and
to
mangled in Minnesota.
Transform out here.
So Minnesota,
God.
actually, I guess, because Minnesota, for being, it's a big ass state. You know,
That's
it's a big ass
Minneapolis,
state.
right?
Yeah, Minneapolis.
That's where they had the riots for the police, where they was
Yeah.
out there for Black Lives Matter, and
Yep.
they just started the riots, and then it just kind of went like
It's really cold there
global.
too.
A ripple
Yeah.
effect.
It's
it was a
really
ripple
cold.
effect.
Really cold.
Minnesota.
Really cold in Minnesota.
They
It
don't
is.
play out there. though.
Yeah,
Minnesota. They don't play in Minnesota.
They
because
don't.
they have how many murders?
Oh, actually, they only have 6,259
that's
murders
not bad.
with a 67% clearance rate.
Oh, so they just said whatever, y'all.
Yeah,
just
it's
do
only
you.
a handful.
Thirds of their murders
Do you?
going
Hey,
on.
Bob, did you do that? No, okay. As he's putting the body in the trunk.
It's a deer.
Oh, he must be doing his laundry again. He keeps on getting ketchup on his shirt. Bob, so clumsy. On his third wife.
Silly guy.
I haven't seen Susan in a month.
Susan.
Where's Susan? Oh, she left me. Oh, okay.
No.
Damn her, Bob. You deserve
Listen,
better. Yeah, I did. That's why I murdered her. What?
a Netflix special. It was a Netflix special, and I watched something similar to that, where a guy he murdered his wife, and then kidnapped the daughter. And then kidnapped the daughter and said that he basically, like, the wife left him. That's what made me think of the story. And then he moved on with the stepdaughter, made her his like wife, but still represented it as his daughter. You know what I'm saying? It was just crazy. Like, it was really it was very sick.
Very sick.
But it reminded me of what you said. You know, he murdered his wife and then he left, and everybody thought that he was just sad and couldn't live there anymore.
Did he murder his wife in Minnesota?
Nah,
or Michigan?
Not Minnesota.
They got Minnesota's up there.
Minnesota?
They got
All right, now it's time for the cricket letter I.
Okay.
Mississippi.
Back I.
I don't believe this. All right, I don't. But actually, I do. 10,436 murders. Can we guess? Is it over or under 50%?
Under.
Over.
Over.
On the clearance rate.
All right, let's get a little closer. Here. Would you say it is over or under 60%?
Under.
Over.
Say
right on the cusp.
I'm still gonna say
a little cusp. I like that word, cusp.
A little bit over.
A little bit over. A little bit over. So we're looking like 65%.
Yep.
And I'm sticking under.
Okay. 70%.
Ooh.
Wow.
Don't go to Mississippi because you'll die. And they won't care. 10,000. It ain't that many people. I've been in Mississippi. I went to Waynesboro, Mississippi.
Waynesboro. I never heard of that.
Waynesboro, Mississippi, right? Yeah. And I was like, I got suckered into doing a concert there, me and my team. And this is it was like 10 of us. We all rode out to Waynesboro. We carpooled.
What was the name of this club?
It was outside.
Don't even go there.
It was outside. It was outside. It was outside.
It was still an M.
Waynesboro,
It was an MISS.
But they actually had some really dope people there. Shout out to Waynesboro, man, because I love them people out there. Because like our car broke down. And this is the crazy part of our journey, right? So my car broke down several times on the way out there. Wow. And at one point, and we kept on putting water in the car, right? And we jumped into somebody's backyard, went into their swimming pool, got water out their swimming pool, put that in the car. No lie. And then we broke down in the middle of the forest. Mississippi, and we were
trees.
And all of us were black, like not one speck of white with us, not no little bit of Caucasian, not nothing. Like, and it was summertime, so even a little bit of light skin I got in mine, I got a little darker. So it was treat time for us.
Were you by McDonald's or Magic Stick?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, we were just in Mississippi.
Where the murders?
Waynesboro, Mississippi.
Huh? Were y'all about a pint?
I don't even know what that is. Okay.
But the stuff right there.
Right now. All right, damn, you hit some slavery in me. So I'm like, I felt that the pint right now. But so we broke down. We was in the middle of the woods, and I'm like, we prayed. We all like in Mississippi got some Jesus out there because like, man, Lord, we need us some type of water source. And the big ass water truck just came out of nowhere in the middle of the woods.
What?
Filled my car up with water. Right? Gave us all water. We all here. Oh, we're thirsty. And,
drowning yourself in the water.
It looked like some like 1920s black movie that takes place in Mississippi. We're struggling to get through some Mississippi. So we get there, get on stage. The stage collapses. I fall through that joint. You know what I'm saying? It was like 5 people there, and like we were like 90% of those 5 people. And I fall through the stage and collapse.
What?
My car break down again. We go into a motel, and like they have spiders the size of my hand.
Oh,
wow. And he was just in there reading the newspaper.
What up, y'all? What you doing in my room?
What you doing in these parts, boy? Like he's talking to the southern accent. What you doing in these parts, boy?
Say hi to Charlotte.
And so, but those people, they were so cool because my car was broke down out there, and they and some cats out just like this little hood. They picked us up. We had our mixtapes on us. They gave us a ride, and they took us all around the little town parts in Waynesboro. It took us to every person's house and made them buy a mixtape. And then we had enough money to fix our car and get up out of there.
Nice.
Facts.
Shout out to them for sure.
Shout out Waynesboro, Mississippi. Stop killing each other. Stop committing murders. Y'all got 10,000. It was like it's literally 20,000 people.
So I'm just saying, if they are a little slow enough where they gotta say
slow.
crooked letter I,
Crooked letter.
humbug, yeah, then
It's M-I, crooked letter
I-
I, crooked letter, crooked
See,
letter
I don't even know.
I can't even do it.
Crooked. I'm a little, yeah.
Listen, it's hard enough for me to spell
crooked letter.
Mississippi regularly, but to also put like this whole crooked letter I. Like, no, I just want to see. I just want to get through the MISSIP.
It's how to go.
IIP. Like,
Now you can't even say it without
the crooked letter.
About the crooked letter.
You
gotta do it.
You're right.
You gotta do it that way.
Who
That's
decided to
pretty
name
funny.
that
That's how
state?
my mom taught me.
That's
Because
how
she's
I
from
learned.
Alabama.
Right.
And that's how she taught me to
That's
spell
how everybody
through.
spells it down south.
Right. That's
We
how
just-
she taught me.
Where you stay at? MI crooked letter I. You know you're in court right now, right?
For the record.
For the record, I am.
My crooked letter.
And they'll take that too.
Being crooked, huh?
They don't spell Mississippi. They'll just crooked letter I. All right, next is Missouri, St. Louis.
St. Louis.
24,337 murders. 24,337 murders with a 71%
They said, show me.
clearance rate. And now keep in mind, these are murders that took place between the year, what is this? Yeah, it was 1975 and 2020. These are 1975 and 2020. Next on down the list, we got Montana. Montana. Good old Montana. Oh, yeah. Coming up on, Love of Life. What? The point?
Game.
Oh, Game Time. I almost forgot about Game Time.
Shame on you.
I know, right? All right, so let's just jump through these states here.
Lighten the load a little bit.
Indeed,
Get to the important
I was
state.
gonna say, get to
man, I was having fun going through the country and seeing how crazy we are.
It's cool, but come on.
All right. So now I'm going to give you guys the biggest number. Now, what state do you think got the largest murder rate between 1975 and 2020?
Texas.
Bingo.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I was just guessing because it's a big state.
Yes.
You know?
90,000.
Wow.
476. But we saying that California had like 100. Yeah, California had like 100,000, 131. We were like, yeah, California. Like, yeah, we just know people get killed out there. But Texas.
We knew that though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Texas.
They have a lot of mental disorder people out there in California. A lot of people who like trying to fake it till they make it, and you know, a lot of just issues and trying to be rich and this.
Texas
and
go hard, but Texas
is gangster.
90,476 with a 73% clearance rate. There's a lot of people get murdered with a lot of clearance.
And that's the states we don't give a.
Yeah, we're gonna go through some important states. That's what I'm gonna do right now.
The only important state.
All right, next, who you think is in second place?
California.
Well, no, California was clearly in first place.
Number one.
Yeah, California was number one. Texas is number two. What do you think is number three?
Florida. Did we say Florida already?
Did we say Florida? No, well, let's see here. Well, Florida's up there, but no, it ain't number three.
I would say like a little silly state. Something that don't even matter for real.
They are so offended right now. New York. New York.
Oh, yeah. No, that's big.
78,000. 459.
Wow.
Well, you know they just closed their state to the refugees.
What is 60? What is 61%?
They're overcrowded. They didn't close
The highest clearance rate.
us.
Oh, this is fun. This is fun. Why is it so much fun?
I'm gonna say New Mexico.
I'm gonna say Nevada.
Colorado.
Wyoming.
What?
85%.
Because why?
85%. Why?
Why even bother?
But they only had 1,006 murders.
Oh.
And all of them, basically all of them.
He deserved it. He was sleeping with his cousin and his daughter. So
that's 850 murders that got clearance out of 1,006.
We didn't investigate those murders.
That's wild. We can probably get some awards and we just go out there in Wyoming and just. Oh yeah, he definitely did it. Like yep,
we're gonna die.
Where's the lineup?
So we're gonna be a part of that number. So I don't think I want to do that.
So let's come to our own hometown here. And let's go to Ohio. Good old Ohio. All right, so
that's the last one, man.
Yeah, that's the last one I'll do. All right, so we're looking at Ohio. Are we over or under 20,000 murders?
Over.
Good answer. Are we over or under 30,000 murders?
Over.
Slightly over.
Great answer. 33,734 homicides in the state of Ohio. Now, are we over or under 50%?
Over.
Clearly. 65. 65%. Yep. So, yeah, it's a whole bunch of other states. It's some few other states. Big honorable mention I'm going to get honorable mentions on this one. Yeah. Oklahoma, with your 12,507 people murdering ass with an 80% clearance rate. And North Dakota. Actually, a shout out to North Dakota for having the lowest amount of murders. Yeah. North Dakota and South Dakota. Now, North Dakota, over or under 3,000?
North Dakota?
Yeah, over or under 3,000?
3,000 people.
Yeah, 3,000 murders.
Over.
Yeah. Over?
I don't know.
I said under.
Way under.
Because who lives in North Dakota?
Nobody.
The potatoes.
554 murders.
Right there where the potatoes is from, bro. Oh, that's Idaho.
554 murders. Wow. That's pretty good. You're pretty safe if you go there.
Yeah.
You ain't got to worry about getting killed. But if you do get killed, it's 83%. Clearance rate. Wow. So yeah, not that many people die there, get murdered there. But if you do get murdered there, it's a good chance they're not going to solve your murder.
It's a good chance you deserved it.
You don't belong there anyway.
and then big shout out to Vermont. Because I'm looking at some small numbers.
Bro, you should know the last one like 4-5 states ago.
Right.
Sorry. Big shout out, 546 murders.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's really
What's
really good.
rate?
64%.
Okay. They don't care.
All right, cool.
Clearly.
So, Steph.
Yes.
You did.
Listen, today was really morbid. This was a morbid ass episode.
Yay.
I will agree.
Yeah. We really are desensitized people.
We are.
Yeah.
And we're about to even be more desensitized because guess what? After we talked about all the murders, we're about to play a freaking game. Wow.
Yeah. Is it a murder mystery?
It's murder mystery game. It's similar to Clue. Anyone that's familiar with Clue?
Yep. Oh, you talking about that movie with Stacey Dash and Alicia Silverstone?
No, not Clueless.
Oh.
Duh.
Oh, really?
OMG.
That movie was
Whatever.
really
SF. Major. Whatever. Major loser.
Okay, so
my life.
Moving right along.
My life has come to this. Okay.
And we're back here.
Totally.
I know I'm going to watch it tonight. Thanks. Thanks, ladies.
Whatever. So,
loser.
It's my turn.
Go ahead.
Let's go, Steph. Let's do it. Hey, we gotta have you some game show music. Tim, get some game show music for Steph. Coming live from Redline Radio Studios. It is the. Give me some good game show music.
Okay.
Oh my God, you better do it. Totally.
Coming live from Redline Radio Studios on the TMI Radio Show, we have Game Time with Steph.
Fit, so you must acquit.
Period.
A man entered his house and was about to hang up his coat when he heard his wife shout, "No, John, don't do it." There was a shot and he could hear his wife fall down. When he entered the kitchen, he saw his wife and the gun laying on the floor. There was a police officer, a doctor, and a lawyer standing next to her. Who killed the man's wife, and how did the man know who it was?
The man, the doctor, the lawyer, and the police.
There was a gun on the floor.
There was a gun on the floor. The man came home. She said, "No, John.
Don't shoot.
Don't shoot."
Yep.
Right.
So
She shot herself.
no,
That would be my first guess.
Is it like a multiple choice?
it's not.
It's
So
only
it's one person.
It's only one person.
It's only one person.
The doctor.
The cop.
Who said the cop?
I did.
Okay. Why do you say he said the cop?
Because of the gun on the floor.
No, it's because
Name tag.
Name tag.
Yep. Name on the badge.
Oh, well,
Oh,
it was a cop. Well, don't blame the cops.
I was gonna say the cop badge. I was gonna say it because
I
he's
knew
the
you
only
did
one
it.
that really would probably have a gun. Like that made more sense.
That's what
you
exactly.
know? But
That's what I was thinking. But
I didn't want to think that because
what's the name tag thing? What's the connection?
Because his name is on his badge. The cop's name is on his badge. The doctor don't got no badge on. The,
So he just
That
assumed
makes
it was a
sense,
cop.
You know the name, yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Wow.
Okay. This is the case of the rich man's murder. A man is found murdered on a Sunday morning. His wife calls the police, who question the wife and the staff and are given the following alibis. The wife says she was sleeping. The butler said he was cleaning the closet. The gardener was declared he was picking vegetables. The maid explained she was getting the mail. The cook said she was preparing breakfast. Immediately, the police arrested the murderer. Who did it, and how did the police know?
The maid.
The
Why?
cook.
Why are you out here getting a newspaper? You're a maid. You should be in the house cleaning.
Hey, she can't get the mail.
Wait, okay, but it is the maid. But it's not because of that.
I know. I'm like Will Smith and Men in Black.
It's because
Orthodox.
mail is not delivered on Sundays.
Well, yeah,
I forgot
but that's the whole
part.
thing. Why are you getting the mail anyway? And a Sunday. So what? You definitely did it.
So like
you
the,
double
the
guilty.
butler usually gets the mail and stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
Why are you outside?
Okay.
I
so-
should have been a detective.
That was
I
the
don't know.
one.
Like, look at me. I'm Ice-T over here.
All right, Sherlock.
This is the case of the unclever husband.
Stupid.
He's
a cuckold.
A couple went out for a climbing trip. When only the husband returned from the vacation, he said that his wife slipped off a cliff while climbing and died. On investigating, the local sheriff arrested him, saying, "Your travel agent called. The information we received makes us aware you murdered your wife." How did the agent deduce he was the murderer?
No return ticket.
The man bought only one-way ticket for his wife, whereas he bought a two-way ticket for himself. Therefore, he was sure that he will return home alone.
Indeed.
That's crazy.
Goofy.
Stupid.
Okay,
He's
we
just
got-
dumb. He like, I ain't about to spend no more money on this.
I got one more for you.
Dang.
The case of the chemist message. A renowned chemist is found dead in his lab. There is no clear evidence except a piece of paper lying by the body. The paper is blank, other than the name of 5 elements scrawled across it hastily: nickel, carbon, oxygen, lithium, and sulfur. The guard reported that 3 people visited the chemist that day: his sister Laura, his colleague Nicholas, and his wife Tessa. The criminal was arrested immediately. Who was it?
Nicholas.
The list of chemicals was a clue. Their abbreviation spelled out the murderer's name: Ni-C-O-LA-S.
Damn you, Nicholas.
Y'all want another one?
Yeah, let's go. This is pretty dope. This is a fun ass game right here.
Periodic table, baby. Like what?
Yeah.
This is the case of the clever serial killer. An unidentified man in the local town kidnaps people and demands them to take one of the 2 pills that he offers.
What?
Hold on, bring this back again. What in the Morpheus is going on in this?
Selena threw me off. Okay.
What?
An unidentified man in the local town kidnaps people and demands them to take one of the 2 pills that he offers. The pills look identical, but the killer claims that only one is poisonous. When a victim chooses a pill, the killer takes the remaining one. The victim always dies after swallowing the tablet with water. How does the killer manage to get the safe pill every time?
So repeat this again.
Drink water.
What?
I don't know. I want to show. I'm trying to make sure it's gonna show me that answer.
I'm trying to see how the Neo
It's like I be so smart, but I be so dumb at the same time. Like I'm like, huh?
Yeah, I was
that was a lot of words. That was
a lot of.
I gotta see this murder. I gotta be in a room like this one. I gotta actually use my pen.
The cold cases where it's like 3D effect, like and then that was right there, and this was right there.
Let me spray some of that stuff on there. I can see some stains.
They won't even give me the answer for that
because they know they was on some trash.
Let me go to this other one.
He didn't drink water. Okay.
Right. Okay.
He just swallowed the pill or choked on it.
Okay, they gave me the answer.
Or they both was poisonous.
The case of the suspected witness. A crime has been committed on Main Street. The main suspect is a man named Simon Bates. It was said that a man had been walking along the pathway when he was suddenly shot in the stomach. The suspect had brown hair, blue eyes, and wore a baggy Armani jacket. Armani just like Simon Bates. Simon was asked to tell the story right from the beginning. Well, said Simon, I was just hanging around the park when I saw this man walking along the pathway. Suddenly, a guy came up from behind him and shot him. I ran home as fast as I could. The policeman asked him to give a description of the murderer. He had a red mustache, red hair, and a baggy Armani suit on. I think this man is telling a lie, said one of the policemen. Mm-hmm. How did he know?
Because it was him.
Because it was him. Because it was dark outside.
He was following him. He was wearing exactly what he was wearing.
Yeah.
He shot him from behind.
Oh, pause.
Oh.
So that's partial. How can the murderer shoot him in the stomach if he came up behind the man?
I mean,
how did he shoot him in the stomach?
He did like this.
Yeah.
He put his arm around him like, ugh.
He hugged him.
Yeah, he hugged him first.
How did he shoot? Hold on. How did he shoot him in the stomach? If you can't,
you can't shoot a person from the back.
Right.
I mean, you can't shoot him in their stomach if you're coming from the back.
Unless
you
So the man didn't see anybody.
So he shot himself.
He shot the person.
He shot the person. Yeah, he's the shooter.
On himself. There's a lot of people that tell on themselves.
That was part of my clearance rate right there. I was like, oh.
You got that one.
Y'all had that one.
Y'all want one more?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. It was a man's birthday. He lay dead in the recreation room of his house.
Dang.
Terrible.
Next to his body was a note written in pencil. The note read, "Happy birthday, friend." I don't want no friends.
Period.
That's me.
Period.
The victim had a girlfriend. The police suspected her ex-boyfriend. They could find no obvious evidence. While searching the ex-boyfriend's car, the police saw an envelope with the girlfriend's address written on it. They thought they would get the handwriting on the envelope checked against the note. The scientist in charge came in early to work the next day. It was 7 a.m. He looked out his window, which faced east, and stared at the rising sun.
What do that matter?
I don't know.
This music. I'm over here like with the music in the background. I'm over here like, yo.
It's because he got the sun. He
It's
was
at the scene like he stared deeply at the sunset.
Stared at the rising sun, and it was then that he realized how to prove the ex-boyfriend killed the man. Even though the girlfriend's address was not written in the same handwriting. How did he know? How did he do it?
What?
I got lost.
I did.
I got lost with that too because that was a lie.
I started listening to the music and the story, and I just wanted to hear the. I just wanted to hear the story.
Read it one more time. It was a man's birthday. He lay dead in the recreation room of his house. Next to his body was a note written in pencil. The note read, "Happy birthday, friend." The victim had a girlfriend. The police suspected it was her boyfriend. They could not find no obvious evidence. While searching the boyfriend's car, they did find an envelope with the girlfriend's address written on it. They thought they could compare the handwriting. The scientist in charge, he came in early the next morning, looked out his window, which faced east, and stared at the rising sun. And it was then that he realized how to prove the ex-boyfriend killed the man, even though the girlfriend's address was not written in the same handwriting. How did he do it?
It was him. It was he.
Anybody else want to say anything?
Clearance rate.
I don't know how he would prove that it was him without any.
Because why is he staring at their son trying to figure out?
Because it was his birthday.
This is the answer they have. The scientist's office faced east, and the sun was coming in through the window at a very low angle. He saw some very faint shadows on the surface of the envelope. He looked closer. There were the words embossed on the paper. They read, "Happy birthday, friend." The ex-boyfriend had forgotten that a pencil leaves an impression on paper beneath the page written on it.
Which is very true.
I'm still lost. I'm sorry.
He wrote the note
on top of some other paper.
Also on top of other paper.
Oh.
And he saw it. The scientists saw it.
Oh,
because of the light.
The light.
Yeah.
Oh, so
And so he held it up and was able to do
Yeah.
yeah.
It casts just enough shadow.
Right.
As the sun.
Embossment.
A man is stranded on a forest-covered island. One day, when the wind is blowing from the west, what is up with all this wind and
Why
west
are they
and
doing
stuff?
that?
They got lost in the stories as they were writing them.
They
started writing little novels.
Because look, lightning strikes the west end of the island, sets fire to the forest. The fire is very violent, burning everything in its path, and without intervention, the fire will burn the whole island, killing the man in the process. There are cliffs around the island, so he cannot jump off. How can the man survive the fire without any buckets or any other means to put out the fire?
Go east.
I would say go south.
He ran after he started a fire. Right? No?
The man picks up a piece of wood and lights it from the fire on the west end of the island. He runs to the east end of the island and starts a new fire. The wind will cause the fire to burn out the eastern end, and he can then shelter in the burnt area.
Yeah.
So it was burned, and then he went and started another fire.
So by the time he got back,
Got
he could go chill in the non-burnt area. Sneaky devil.
Motherfucker. No, I'm just I'm sorry. Ooh, was I supposed to say that?
He murdered the trees.
Sorry, Mama. As you keep looking.
Let's see what time
Or
is
Deli,
it?
you ready?
What time is it? You ready, Deli?
Hold on, what time is it?
Seven.
It's 7:38.
We need 2 more minutes a game.
2 more minutes.
Okay.
Let's get it.
Anna goes to her boyfriend Mara's house. On her with what?
In a ghost mama boyfriend.
Wait, hold on, because I'm here whispering.
Stop it, Casper.
I got some more pizza.
Order. Yum.
God?
Right. Okay, here we go. The Greens are a very wealthy. What? Gobble.
Oh, pause.
What?
Who did that, Deli?
Deli did that.
You gobble. Who did the gobble?
Somebody gobble.
It was the turkey.
That was Leah?
It was the turkey.
That was Leah gobble. Oh, okay.
I heard gobble.
I heard that, man.
You heard that gobble.
I ain't look up because I'm like, oh, God.
I didn't even hear it.
I'm over here like, oh, Lord, please don't let this. I'm scared to ask. And then I'm just afraid I'm going to look up and I see him and I'm going to see that. I'm like, no.
Let me get this one.
Not my dog. Not my dog.
Okay, we got one more. The Greens are a very wealthy family that lives in a big circular home. Early one morning, Mr. Green wakes up to find his gardener's still warm body in the front yard. He calls the police. The detective who comes asks the employees about their whereabouts and what they were doing early that morning. Driver, I was outside washing the car. Maid, I was dusting the corners of the house. Cook, I was starting to make lunch for later. From the replies, he knew who the killer was. Who was it and how did they?
What time did this occur again?
He found him in the morning. His
he
body
woke
was still
up in the
warm.
morning. It was still warm.
Okay.
I was making
It was
lunch
the
for
cook.
later.
It was the cook. Yeah.
Yeah, because he was making lunch for later and it's still breakfast. And how you gonna touch his body and it's still warm? Why would you touch his body if you're supposed to be in the kitchen?
Anybody else?
Um,
Well, Mr. Green is the one that found him, the owner of the house.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Anybody else got anything?
damn, I want to hear the people again.
The driver, I was outside washing the car. Maid, I was dusting the corners of the house. Cook, I was starting to make lunch for later.
Oh.
It's not the cook.
Can I change it?
It's
Yeah.
not the cook. I that driver weighing on me.
Yeah, that's the one that was like kind of
driver.
getting to me now. Like,
Y'all-
wait, you cleaning the car?
Y'all,
What you cleaning the car
y'all
for?
say driver.
I say the
The
driver.
only reason
I'm sticking with the cook.
The only
Sticking
reason
with
why
the
I
cook?
want to say the maid is because you got a visual point of corners of the house. You can see everything.
Yeah.
But the driver is outside cleaning the car.
So it's like at this point, where's the car parked?
So I got 3 drivers, 1 cook.
And how did you not see anybody coming in or out?
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I checked out
with the cook.
Checked out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to think, but then I was like, man, I'm the host of the show. I really ain't got
story. I mean, what?
The answer,
y'all some good detectives. I'm gonna let y'all handle
the
this.
answer is
I'm tired.
the maid, because they live in a circular house. And she was dusting the corners of the house at the time of the murder.
Wow. We didn't know it was a circular.
I didn't hear that circular
I
part.
said the Greens are very wealthy that lives in a big circular home.
I didn't hear that part. I missed
I
that.
didn't hear that part either.
So thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Quick shout out to Kendra. Kendra, thank you for my birthday shout out. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Stephanie. Happy birthday, Stephanie. Happy birthday. Hey, let's all sing happy birthday to Stephanie.
We got
on the count of 3. On the count of 3. 1. Are we doing the black version or the regular version?
Oh,
we black.
Okay.
I wanna say happy birthday to you.
Black version.
What version is that?
They don't know
That's
that
the
one.
new one.
They don't know
They
that
don't know.
one.
Now
close your eye.
Yeah, sing it.
Oh gosh.
Woo.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
They don't know the new one.
Let's go.
We don't know. All right, 1.
Everybody just sing the version y'all know.
2.
This about to sound crazy.
3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
To you.
Can I get a hallelujah?
Ow.
Yes.
Pastor.
Now we got to be ready.
Say another blessed day. I said it ain't all right today. Ain't all right today. I say he woke me up this morning. He let me put shoes on my feet. He let me put water in my cup so I can drink. He said he let Stephanie have a birthday. Let her have a birthday. God don't hear me, Lord. Got a birthday, Lord. Your son Jesus, Christmas time. He had a birthday. Young birthday. Sweet baby Jesus. Sweet baby Jesus. Sweet baby Jesus. God don't hear me.
Oh,
Happy
God.
birthday, Stephanie.
Thank you.
Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
This was on your birthday.
Right there.
Ain't all right today.
Oh, he fell out. That was the Holy Ghost.
He can't fall out.
Oh man.
Have a happy birthday. Have a happy birthday.
You know, I try to
Now we
get
gotta
a
sing it.
Christian.
Go
You
shout
lucky you wasn't here
it.
for
It's
that.
your birthday. We gonna party like it's your birthday. Party like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give up because it's your birthday.
Show it up. Bottle full of pop.
Hey, yeah, hey.
Oh, we feel
All right, do we got
Did
another
we make
birthday
a call
version?
yet? Are
Is
you
there
crying
another
tears
birthday
yet?
version?
You are?
No, not yet. Almost.
She's wondering her life right now while she's hanging around us. And she's in tears.
I appreciate it.
Oh man.
Got to get the organ playing, okay, in the background playing.
TMI Tabernacle, Matthew 8, and me, Zion. Look at them fine sisters over there. The Lord has blessed y'all. I think y'all need to let me lay hands on you.
Dance to church.
Y'all look like y'all some sinners. I think y'all need to come into my private study.
Amen.
Let me lay some hands on your sister's sleeves.
Speaking of private studies, go ahead. Roll that. Go ahead and roll that intro, man.
All right, okay.
I think it's time to turn it on over now.
Yeah.
Now let's get I can't say it, Deli. You're gonna have to.
Oh no.
There we go, Stephanie.
The screen gonna say it.
Y'all some heathen.
You gonna say it too?
Yeah.
Sexy deli.
Hey man, listen, we're gonna use that intro for clone commercials and lots of commercials.
That did sound real commercial. Like, yeah, I would buy that.
Straight up.
Sexy deli. What's that smell like?
That's hand lotion. Like clone hand lotion.
Yes.
Sexy.
Ooh.
Experience.
Yes.
Sexuality.
Yeah, we're gonna use all of that except for that part. Yeah.
Scratch. Snip.
Scratch.
Sniff it, buddy.
Deli your clone now sold.
Ooh.
Go on,
Man,
we're ready for you.
Our bad, bro.
it's too messy being sexy.
Hey, whoa, pause, man. You sit next to me, bro.
He's also sitting
an
next to
invisible
me.
wall.
No, I'm just
Right, it's a wall right there.
Right.
Yeah, we kind of already cut that off. Like it's like at the
Yeah. No
point right
deli
there.
juice.
The wall is the table in between.
you're
Okay.
You too can experience the deli juice.
Experience.
From deli.
oh man.
Not I want to be your lover.
You made you a whole ass commercial. You should make
Right.
that.
I'm using this episode as a commercial. So
It's sexy.
Deli.
You gonna scream your name like Sexy Red? Deli.
I swear that sound like a porn, like
Right.
an old school
It
porn.
did,
That was
it
that was
did.
that old
Spanish man left,
school.
but that white dude
That
ain't
was
serious
like
Chris.
1-900 hotline
man.
right there.
So what we got for love
That was
after
that
that?
nightline.
Hella
So,
vibe right now.
Come on,
Look.
Deli Tang.
first
Pootie Tang.
first
Deli
question.
Tang.
First question on the topic for love and life today.
Let's go.
Say something nice about dating somebody that's in jail for being a serial killer.
Wait, what was it?
Say something nice. Like basically get into the mind state of the type of women that go after men that have been
serial
convicted of a serial killer.
And they're in jail and they're still
Or
there.
women.
Yeah.
For the, But I want to see it's a challenge.
Get them.
We
Thank
gonna
you,
start-
Deli. Hey, that was a good
Something
one right there.
nice.
That was a good one right there. That was good.
That was a good
Why we always
question.
being put on the spot?
Because
I mean, it's men and women.
This
in
is our
jail
show.
for serial killers.
Wait, we
Your
gotta
psycho
say something
girlfriend.
nice to them or about them.
no, he's all right. He's saying put yourself in the shoes of one of those women, right? That marry
That's
a serial
dating
killer.
them. Okay.
Why what good comes out of dating a serial killer or marrying one that's in jail? What are the benefits? What is the point?
There
What are
are
you
no
doing,
benefits whatsoever. Let's
But
just
they-
say
They
that
have
right
no
there.
boundaries.
lady? What are the reasons do y'all
They
think
have
that,
no
that women
boundaries.
date a serial killer?
They have no
Loneliness.
They have no boundaries.
He'll do
Put yourself in
anything
her
for
shoes.
you.
Right.
Loneliness, being
They gonna kill for
they
me.
call it a duck in
He's in
jail.
jail.
They call it a duck in jail.
Kill somebody in jail.
Right.
Where the women are a duck. Like these men know that you a duck. They know that they could get whatever off on you. They gonna sweet talk you. They gonna tell you exactly what you need to hear, what you want to hear. They're gonna manipulate you because they got all the time to think. You know what I'm saying?
They got the best game.
But
Like
they got
that.
the best
But
game.
what about the ones that were already married before they went to jail? Like, what about the ones that were like? It's a lot of them that live secret lives. Like they're married and they're still out here hacking people up.
Mhm.
So what about those? And they'd have been married for years.
But
For
then
the-
you don't
for
know
the
your husband
wives?
is a killer.
You said what happened?
But then you don't know your husband is a killer. So it's like, yeah, it's like, okay.
Until they get caught.
That's different.
Because if you're not looking at your husband and you're with this man every day, you don't see that part of him.
Mhm.
Because people are really good at covering things up and manipulating and pretending. If I'm like the type of woman where I'm being submissive to you, I'm listening to you, I'm loyal to you, things that men would like out of a woman, and you're saying to yourself, I am this woman, and you're telling me you didn't do it, I'm gonna ride with you.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
question.
all right, but if you know he did it He's in jail.
But you don't know that he did it.
For like killing 10 people.
But you don't know that he did that.
Yeah, this was.
You
no,
do
this
not.
is questions about.
No,
He's
this is what I'm saying to you, though. This
I'm
is
talking
the
about
mind
the
frame
mind
of
state
a
of
woman.
that,
This is the mind frame
that
of a
wasn't
woman that
already with
is.
him.
That wasn't already with him.
No, they actually like
they
pimp out
letters.
They pimp
relationships
out him
together.
because
Oh,
they're
they fell in love with those
lonely.
crazy dudes.
Because they lonely. You know, people they get lonely. Like that they need someone. You need someone to talk to. I want to be there to talk to you. You are. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, but they only can talk for like a couple of minutes, and then the phone call is over.
Do you understand the letters that they be writing in jail?
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You getting love letters, you getting freaking notes, you getting people to draw you pictures.
Y'all can video chat now too.
Y'all can video chat. We could talk all day, every day.
But
you
them
know what I'm
dudes,
saying?
like, if you want to,
I'm just telling you the mind frame of a woman. I mean, I wouldn't personally be like that, but I've experienced
and you've seen it,
and I've seen it firsthand of what's going on. It's the manipulation that's
what
called.
do some of the dudes be saying to him?
Anything you want to hear. Anything you want to hear. You're beautiful. I'm proud of you. Forget them kids. The same things that you could say on the house, but a lot of men don't because they feel like this is my woman. I don't really got to even say that to her. But then when you get to jail, this is my food. This is my commissary. Right. This is my phone. This my ride from home maybe in 23 years when I get out. This my, you know what I'm saying? This my roof over my head. This my, if I get out and I could tell you, baby, I ain't do it. I believe you. They're ducks. There's women out here that are that lonely, that pressed, that desperate.
What are the characteristics? Like what from what you're saying?
You could be.
What do they look like? Like what is the
polished? They be polished girls. I'll be like, oh,
I still got a JPay.
Period. I mean, polished people. A JPay where you giving people money. Like I got a lot of friends that have been to jail. I even recently, not recently, but like within the last maybe year or so, I had a friend that was in jail for all these years or whatever, reached out to me, so we should just get married. I was like, what? The fuck?
Them think way different.
But you thinking differently. Yeah. And if you know that if you feel like I'm desperate enough to want to be in a relationship, like I just want to be married, we're going to go ahead and get married. Because I'm a thug like that. And I ride with my man. I ain't judging him because I don't know what he did or what made him want to do that or what made that situation.
Because
because you're starting to sympathize.
It's almost like Stockholm syndrome in a way.
Yeah.
Because you start to rationalize it. Well, he was abused as a child.
Right.
And, like nobody understood him.
Right.
And so he snapped.
You making excuses for him. Exactly.
It's like that meme that you got
with Kanye West.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was that went viral. That's crazy.
So that's my opinion. Me personally, I'm cool. Like I know people in jail and all that stuff or anything like that. I might even send you $20 on the JPay real quick just because I ain't no hater. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I've known you before. Yeah. But if I don't know you and I'm just reaching out to you on some pen pal dudes.
I saw the news story of how they accuse you of murdering all those people.
You don't even look like you could do something like that. Oh my God, they're lying. Like
never do anything
no.
Like
and they're just using you.
Like the one dude, the Night Stalker. In California, he was like he had like hundreds of women.
Mm-hmm. And don't let you look good.
Ted Bundy had
don't let
hundreds.
You look good too. They like that's my that's mine.
Charles Manson. Even Jeffrey Dahmer had chicks, and he even liked chicks.
Yeah. He had the whole.
Don't y'all women ever complain about can't find no good man? Look who y'all choosing.
They feel like that's a good man though.
Mm-hmm. He's killed.
You're not doing anything.
But sometimes that's what women be settling on.
Yeah,
and they end up being the serial killer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
So guys, think about that next time before you want to leave somebody on red.
Kill
might save somebody's life. DM us back. Right, eat some people.
That was
don't eat people, just eat
some people.
I get it. And I don't eat peace. I eat.
Don't eat people.
Girl, you.
I eat both.
Some P-U, crooked letter Y.
I'm talking about myself on that one.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's just for me from just seeing it firsthand. Because I had the same questions even way before this topic. I'd be like, "What are you doing?" I had a aunt. We fell out behind her. She was messing with. She messed with the nephew, and then she met the uncle, and then he went to jail, and so she became a pen pal with him. And he was telling her whatever she wanted to hear. You know what I'm saying? She was visiting him. She bought this man a TV, and in jail, you can only get like a 19-inch television, and it's like $200, $300. You know what I'm saying? Her daughter didn't even have a bed to sleep on. She was sleeping on an air mattress. You know, and I was like, girl, are you crazy? Like, what are you doing? She goes, that's my man. And boo, 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 boo. And then when he got out, he just continued to use her, and then still ended up being with his baby mama. But she fell out with me behind that because I was like, girl, what are you doing? But when, you know, certain females, you can't tell them anything. You can't say anything to them.
Especially when they got their mind
yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. So
before we run out of time, fellas, could y'all do the same thing?
No.
Put myself in the shoes of a dude that like, all right. So I'm literally gonna my name is.
I think it's different for dudes, though.
My name is Dan Womarski.
I
stay with my mom, and I'm 44 years old.
Mm-mm.
I've only had sex twice.
Not twice.
Oh my god!
And once was with my hand.
Right hand, left hand.
Pillow.
Right hand. I'm a bad boy. I cheated on my right with my left. But so I was watching the news and I saw this killer named Roxanne Clark. I don't think she murdered her husbands.
Her husband. Plural.
She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. I wrote her letters and she wrote back.
That bitch did it.
Right.
And she said, I would never do those kind of things. I don't know why I'm being accused. I said, me neither. And I wrote her 2 letters and she sent me 4 back. And at that point in time,
it's the attention.
I knew I had game.
Oh yeah.
I sent her a picture of my penis.
Oh
my goodness.
Whoa.
Yep.
No, you can't send
the twin pack brownie. Swiss cake.
Twin pack brownie though.
Oh my god.
Took a
different turn. Let's just say I kept her company from far, far away.
Oh Lord.
Yep. So we're getting married, and I know all of you people think that she murdered.
You said it so wrong.
We're getting married.
It's my wife.
I don't care what my mom thinks because she's a stupid whore.
Oh
god. I don't care what my dad thinks. He married that bitch Susan, and I hate her.
No. Damn you, Susan.
My name is
Roxanne. She understands me. She understands my Star Wars collection. She understands how I still love wrestling. She understands how sometimes I have to sleep with the retainer in my mouth. She doesn't judge me.
Yep.
She doesn't. But everybody's judging her, and they gave her a life sentence, and I'm gonna stand by her
for life.
And I'm gonna DoorDash and Uber eat until I get up enough money to pay for her lawyers and get some justice for Roxanne. Because so what? So what? Okay, they said her fingerprints was all over the murder weapon. Guess what? She used all the knives in the house, for God's sakes. Of course her fingerprints was gonna be on the murder weapon.
And it really be like that, America. It really
So
be
you
like
leave
that.
her alone, or I promise you I will find one of you and do it myself. What?
We got to get you in there before.
Yeah, so
get out of here.
Y'all let me get all up in that skit. Hey, shout out. Shout out.
You was, because I can see that. Like that's how it be though. That's exactly how it be.
I'm terrible at text messaging, let alone pen paling.
Yeah, I'm not writing nobody.
Tim go bust through the walls like the Kool-Aid man. Where you at?
Oh yeah.
I've done it in the past. Like I've done it in the past with people that I've known prior to going to jail. But when I say I'm not messing with you if you go to jail. Like I ain't got time for it.
All right, well,
right there.
Hey, if y'all want some real loving, stay free.
Period.
Yeah, but hey, apparently in America, if you commit a murder, there's a chance you can get away with it anyway. So yeah, that's our time for today.
Can we give that one shout out to Jason Wainwright with the tire shop?
Big shout out to Jason Wainwright with the
shout
same
out
shot.
to
And he's
Jason
also one of our
Wainwright.
top viewers. He's
Right on.
one of our.
Hey,
he got like
we
3
got a
badges.
fan.
What
Right
up,
on.
what up, what up?
Thank you to all of our 8 fans.
Shout
We
out.
appreciate you.
Happy
sure.
Sweetest Day.
Happy Sweetest Day, everybody.
everyone.
Stay
Mwah.
free.
Peace and
We
love.
killed this show. And see y'all next week as we go kill another one. It is the TMI show on Redline Radio. Make sure y'all stay tuned. We'll see y'all next week and y'all have a safe
See
week.
y'all.
Peace.
Just cool. What you gonna do? You got the key. Yeah. It's your world.